Cool. All right. Well, listen, everybody, I'm excited that you're here. Go ahead and do something for me, okay? Because we have a ton of people joining, right now. So obviously, we're gonna give it just a few seconds. When you got this many people hopping on, everything kind of freezes up. Go ahead and do something for me real quick. If this is your first time to join us on the Success Connection, you've never been here before, go ahead and type the number 1 in the chat box. If you are brand new, never been here, just getting started, very cool. So lots of you, lots of people here with us for the first time. Very cool. Awesome. Well, listen, I want to welcome all of you that are here for the first time. This is our Success Connection. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. I do them every Thursday night. And you know, for me, it's a great way to connect with my students. It's a great way for me to introduce my students to some of my business partners, some of the things that they're doing, some of the training that they're putting on. So lots of different things that we do. Now, if you look on your screen right now, you'll want to write this link down. You don't have to go to this link right now, but I'm likely not going to show you the link again tonight. I have a guest presenter that's going to come on and show you some really cool stuff about posting on Facebook and generating traffic, and then also something really cool that you can create as your lead magnet to build your email list. So write the link that you see down. It's amviplink.com/Facebook. Okay. Now you all know, if you've been here before, if you're brand new, you probably saw the email. I'm giving away a $1,000 cash prize tonight at the end of our Success Connection. I do this every week. I change the price. I don't know. I give away different amounts of money all the time. So, in order to qualify, what you got to do is you simply go to that link you see right there. And I'm about to post this post. This is my Facebook fan page. And really all I like to do is just get feedback. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go on and make this thing post, if I can anyway. Let's see. Just publish it. Publish now. Okay, so that post should now be live. So if you look on my Facebook fan page, boom, there it is. Okay, so all I really want to do is get your feedback. Now, obviously you don't need to give me your feedback right this minute because we haven't even gotten started yet. But when the webinar's over, when the training's over, go here. It's amviplink.com/Facebook. I'll put it in the chat. You can write it down. All I want you to do is just leave me a little comment, rate it 1 to 10. I like to know how we're doing, how our guest presenters do, and all of those good things. Okay. Now, if you're new, you haven't seen this before, but if you're not new, then you know that we're kind of going down this profit formula path for the beginning of 2016. A lot of you, in fact, all of you, have come here because of one of my courses on email marketing. You might have mobile opt-in, you might have email domination, you might have inbox inner circle, but the fact of the matter is, since the beginning of 2015, I've been 100% dedicated to email marketing. And so this year, I decided that on our Success Connections, what we were going to do is something a little different. We were going to have a structured path to building your email list, to generating profits with your email list. And so it's been a lot of fun. A lot of you have my mobile opt-in software. I can see a lot of you saying mobile opt-in is awesome. That's great. Thank you so much. I worked really hard on it. It is not the subject of tonight's training. Tonight, what we're going to be doing is actually working on 2 pieces of the puzzle. I think I'll try to type those. 2 pieces of the puzzle. Okay, so write this down: the profit formula for email marketers. That would be if I can spell properly. All right, so the profit formula for email marketers. This is the simple 3-step formula, but then we break it down into many, many branches. Okay, step number 1 is you've got to get traffic. Once you get traffic, you send it to a lead capture page, okay? And once you get the lead capture page, you then email, and then you profit. This is fairly simple. Of course, when we break this down and we say, okay, we've got traffic, where can we get traffic from? We can get it from Facebook, we can get it from YouTube, we can get it from Yahoo, we can get it from Google, we can get it from solo ads, There's lots of different places that we can actually get traffic. There is one thing, however, that we need to make sure that we keep in mind, and that is our lead capture page. All right? Lead capture page. Now, you can use the software like a lot of you are using mobile opt-in now for your mobile only, right? For your mobile only traffic. But we always have to give basically what we call an incentive, right? Incentive to opt in. All right, this is a key point. All right, how many of you understand what I'm talking about when I say when somebody comes to your opt-in page, you want to be able to give them some kind of incentive to opt into your list? Just say yes if you understand that. Just say yes if you understand it. Okay, lead magnet, incentive, whatever you want to call it. You want to have something that you can give to people, okay? Something to make them opt in. Okay, that's one part. The other part is we want to have traffic. So what I'm doing with tonight is I'm going to attack, okay, with a good friend of mine who is super, super smart. We are going to attack step one of traffic, okay, with one specific method that he's using on Facebook to generate a lot of traffic. We're also going to attack one of the branches of step two, which is the lead capture page. Now, we're not going to actually attack the actual lead capture page right now, but what we are going to attack is the valuable free gift. So let me ask you all to just answer this question for me. What would make you, opt in more, like opt in at a higher rate? Number one, just a free, maybe just a free report, something simple. Okay. Number two, and don't type any numbers in yet, because if you type numbers in, then obviously you're not paying attention. Okay, a free report of some kind. Maybe just some kind of like, free, I don't know, maybe like a free email, right? In other words, they're going to email you some kind of information. Or would you rather have a free members area full of training and content? Now, before you make your answer, understand something. I want you to type number one, the number two, or the number three. Now, it doesn't matter what the content actually is, okay, because you might be going to a web page that's content about, I don't know, weight loss. You might be going to content about recipes. But what would you rather have? Would you rather have just some simple kind of cheap free report? Would you rather have just maybe a free email sent back to you, or would you rather have number three, a complete members area full of training and information and videos and all of this stuff? Right, okay. I see nothing but threes. Actually, there's hundreds of you just typing threes. I see a couple of people typing ones, but most everybody typing threes. So here's the thing, and I know I'm taking up a little bit of time before I let our guest speaker on, but I want to kind of get you in the right mindset so you understand why I brought him on here and why I am using this method with what we do. Check this out. Okay. All right. So it goes something like this. Let me just kind of scroll up there. All right. When you give value, okay, so this is basically what I would call a good lesson for all email marketers. Okay, because look, I know a lot of you have joined me with mobile opt-in. I know a lot of you have joined Inbox Inner Circle, email domination, all these things. Okay, that makes total sense. But what I want to do is make sure I teach you good lessons, right? A good foundation. We talk about this all the time. We talk about having a good foundation, a good mindset, and then good knowledge. Well, the foundation and the knowledge that you need for being an email marketer is going to come to you every single week on trainings like this, okay? And we're going to break that formula down, and we're going to grab all the little branches that come off of it, and we're going to make sure we go through each one of them. So first of all, how many of you are excited about that? Just say yes. Just say yes if you're excited about your opportunity to be on here, if you're excited about learning this formula, learning all the different branches of this formula, because there are some really cool pieces. There's a lot of cool stuff that we can show you that is going to help you be a more successful email marketer. Just hands down, that's just the way that it is. So here's the thing, a good lesson for all email marketers. Okay, give good content, or I just call it give good content. get better results. Basically, that whole you get what you pay for.
I think it's April 14th.
Hey, yeah, we're live. Whoever is speaking.
Yeah. I'm
so,
excited.
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
I want to see him.
Can you please not talk? Sorry, guys. We have a lot of people on here, so we'll just mute them. Sorry about that. Okay. So what we've got. Now my GoToWebinar is freezing up because I had to click. All right, so what you get is the whole you get what you pay for mentality, okay? So here's what that actually means. What that means for you is it means that if you give away a good bonus, okay, if you give away something of value to your subscribers, you're going to get better results from the subscribers, okay? So that's, to me, makes total and complete sense. Now, some people, they kind of skimp on this part. I don't like to skimp on this part, and the reason I don't like to skimp is pretty simple. It's because it can cause massive problems. Hold on, I'm going to log in from another computer too, just to make sure we don't have issues. When we have this many people on GoToWebinar, it starts to freeze. Hold on one second. All right. Now everybody can hear me, and I can actually see your questions and comments. I'm not frozen. Okay, so we all understand that we need to give away something good and something of value, and if we do, we get better results from the emails that we send. Just say yes if you understand that. Sorry, I had a little bit of tech issue there because I had to click into GoToWebinar. Okay, very good. So here's what we're going to do. Tonight, I am going to have my good friend Chris come on, and he is going to show you how to create members areas like that. And in creating these members areas, he's going to show you how you can build massive value, give it to your email list. So many people have been emailing me saying, Anthony, what do I give away? Like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, but what do I give away to get my opt-in rate to go up? What do I give away in order to have more success? What do I give away in order to get a better relationship with my list? And so I brought Chris on in July of last year. It's very hard to get really, really successful people. They're always busy to come on and train with us. So I was able to get Chris to come on tonight, and he's going to walk us through a couple of things. Number one, how to create those awesome members areas really quickly, really easily, and even how to find the content to put in them so you don't actually have to create your own content. And then he's going to show you how to get a lot of traffic. So again, if we look back at our formula, if we get a nice new Facebook traffic method, right? So now we can get traffic. We drive people to a lead capture page. Now we can get a lot of different leads, right? Now we've got this awesome software and this awesome ability to give them a members area. And of course, when we give them a members area, now we're going to get better quality opt-ins and we're going to get a higher opt-in rate. How many of you are with me on this? Just say yes. Say yes if you're with me. Okay. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to see if Chris is on. Chris, are you on with us?
Yes, I am on, Anthony.
Very cool. Very cool. I think I heard Andrew. He forgot to mute himself.
Andrew forgot to mute himself, but he is muted now, and he's just in the background willing to help anybody out with questions.
Awesome. Okay. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to switch the presenter screen over to you. However, GoToWebinar is being a pain right now, so I'm going to ask Nick if he's on to try to switch presenters for us. That way, if it freezes up on him, it won't freeze up on me. But I do want to let everybody know Chris is super, super successful. He's a very good friend of mine. In fact, we were just in LA together. I don't know, man. It wasn't even it was right around Thanksgiving, and we just had a phenomenal time. We learned an awful lot. And I really do believe that you guys are going to learn a ton tonight, right? So how many of you are excited to hear from Chris tonight? Just say yes if you're excited. Like I said, Chris is a very good friend of mine, super, super smart. I believe he's going to teach you an awful lot, right? An awful lot. So I'm excited for it. And like I said, at the very end of the training, I will be giving you the link again, hopefully maybe, but you need to write that link down. It's amviplink.com/Facebook. I'll probably switch back over and try to get it to you. And that's where we'll announce our $1,000 winner. So you stay on till the end, you listen, you learn. Obviously, you have a chance to win $1,000. Again, for those of you that are brand new to the Success Connection, welcome. I hope that you will put it on your calendar. Never miss a single training. Every single Thursday night we're here doing our very best to inspire you, educate you, and motivate you to have massive success. So Chris, with that, man, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you get started with the training. I'll be here answering questions in the chat box and listening to what you got to say.
Right on, right on. Well, thanks for that introduction. And I just wanted to pull up my screen to show you, not only am I here teaching, but look, I'm taking notes. Look at this. Everything you just said, I've got it all written, solid notes, everything, because I'm a student first and foremost. And for those of you that are live on the webinar, you know that there's always something great to learn from Anthony Morrison. So I'm here just like you guys are, learning as well as teaching, and it is a privilege to be invited out to be able to meet each and every single one of you. So just wanted to say hello. Let's start off. Let me introduce myself. This is me right here, Chris Record. Yep, that's my real last name. That's the name that I was born with. And this is a picture of me right here. This is probably my most famous picture. I was golfing one day down in Southern California, and I got a new camera, and my friend took a picture of me. This one's kind of photoshopped up a little bit with some like oil type painting stuff, but he took a picture of me and I had this orange hat on. Now, I had never worn this orange hat before. This was just, I got it at a store, and I didn't wear orange hats. Heck, I didn't even really wear hats. And he took a picture of me with this hat, and I posted it on Facebook, and next thing you know, I was branded as Chris Record, the guy with the orange hat from Facebook. And so it's just hilarious. Like, here's all these other pictures. You don't see me wearing a hat and stuff like that, but this is the picture that everybody knows me for. So now it's a blessing and a curse. I've got to wear an orange hat to every event I ever go to for my whole life now in order for anybody to recognize me. So
hey, Chris, did you make sure you hit share screen? I see a lot of people. Can everybody see Chris's screen? Just say yes if you see Chris's screen. Okay. I see a lot of you saying yes now. Okay, I saw a lot of people that said no and might go to frozen. So I wanted to make sure that everybody could see you, but it looks like we're good.
Yeah, and feel free to, if there's any tech issues or anything, feel free to jump out like you just did. I got no problem with that. I want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys aren't seeing Chris's screen, I got hundreds of people saying that they are. So you'll see me on camera, but you should see Chris's screen.
Cool. And if you want, Anthony, if it's a big deal, I can press stop sharing and then share again if you wanted to try to do that real quick, just see if it fixes it.
It looks like a lot of people are seeing your screen. Here's what I would suggest: if you don't see Chris's screen, maybe just log off and back on. We got enough space that if you hop off, then you hop back on. You should see it. But I see pretty much everybody sees you. So just a few people not seeing you, man. I think you can keep rolling, and those that don't see you, just hop off and hop right back on.
Perfect. No problem whatsoever. And you guys got to enjoy it. You guys got to love it. This is what you get with an Anthony Morrison webinar. You get the full bandwidth used on GoToWebinar meetings because all of us turn up in bunches to show up for these things. It's pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys tune in every single week. So here I am. This is my wife right here. Let me just grab a good picture real quick of her. I got to give some props here to my wife. There's my wife Vanessa, and there we are out at a concert or a comedy tour or something. And that's her, Vanessa. So I'm married, and I'm really all about my kids. That's kind of the phase that I'm in. I have you can see just pictures of my kids everywhere. I have a 3-year-old on top here and a 5-year-old. My 3-year-old's name is Raiden, and my 5-year-old's name is Reston. And yeah, of course, we're here to talk about business and success and list building and making money, but you also got to have your reasons why. You got to have the motivation that drives you, and for me, I don't know what it is for you, but for me, it's my kiddos, man. This 5-year-old right here is really close to my heart because when he was 2 years old, he got diagnosed with autism, and it was pretty severe. He lost his speech, he lost his eye contact, he lost his hearing. He didn't go deaf, but he wouldn't even flinch if you broke a glass on the ground next to him. And he started kind of going backwards, and we got really stressed out. And, you know, one thing led to another, and what I did was I was working in corporate America at the time as the chief internet officer for a company, and I ended up leaving my safe, secure, base salary, corporate income job with stock options to be full-time dad and just work an internet business from home. So I can tell you, I don't know where each one of you are, but there's a quote that I heard a long time ago, which is, dig your well before you need your water. Dig your well before you need your water. And that's exactly what I did. I was fortunate enough to have been saving money and making money online, and when I quit the job, I had money to last me for several months, like almost a full year. I had money to be able to last me, so it gave me time to invest in my son's health, and I'm proud to say we were able to bring him from being severely autistic back to being a high-functioning autistic child now. He's still in special needs, but he's high-functioning. Communication's great. He can make eye contact now, and obviously not all the time. It's hard to get him in a picture, but he's doing fantastic, and I'm so proud of that. And you know what? Life is tough. You never know what life's going to dish at you, so my advice is dig your well before you need your water. And when it comes to income, you want to make sure that you've got at least a year's worth of income set aside. You want to make sure that you're investing right now into your future, which means into yourself. That was my big thing. I made a lot of investments into myself and my education. I purchased a bunch of software and training and tools, and I applied it. The difference between me and maybe the average person is that I said, hey, I'm going to invest and I'm going to take action. I took action. I built up a solid six-figure side income. So when I quit my job, I was still able to make six figures on the side being a full-time dad. And then when I got this under control, I started scaling up my business. Now, what I did to scale up my business, the very first thing that I did is basically what Anthony's talking about here. The very first thing that I did was built a big email list. Okay, he said it in exact words here, but that's exactly what I did. My initial step one when I wanted to work from home and make a bunch of money is I built a massive email list. Okay, and the way that I did that, how? Okay, is with membership sites. And a lot of other people didn't get it at the time, and that's really the one thing that set me aside from everybody else was I started using a technique about like at least a year ahead of its curve. Everybody else was still using, standard, free offers. They were kind of like Anthony pointed out here. They were doing really free reports. This is actually still really popular because people see it as being simple, and they see this as being difficult to do. I mean, think about it. How can you create an entire members area full of training and content? Of course that's better. But how can you do this when this is so simple? Just a little free report. Give me your email. Here's my report. Well, here's the thing that I learned. I learned that the money's in the list, and if I could build a massive email list in my niche, then I could create income. And boy, was I right. So, let's talk about it. How has that list done for me so far? And again, remember, it's a membership list. So because it's a membership list, it's like a super opt-in. We're talking like if Superman was building opt-in, courses, it's what Superman would use, because it's not just an email. An email will get you like a relationship with somebody just in their inbox, and that's not bad. But if you can have a relationship with somebody outside of just their inbox, your relationship is going to be massive. Like Anthony said, just a few weeks ago, I hung out with Anthony down in Hollywood, California. We hung out for a few days together. That's so much more valuable than just a relationship via email. Or if you go to a live event with somebody, that's so much more valuable. Well, membership sites have that same appeal. You're able to provide them with so much more than the relationship you can provide them with just an email list. That is the power. So while everybody else was just busy building email lists, I was building membership sites. And how has this list done for me so far? What results have I got? Well, I don't know my exact numbers, but I'm right around 55,000 opt-ins so far. Really just in the last, right around 15 months. Okay, 55,000 opt-ins so far in 15 months or so. And those opt-ins are directly responsible, in that same time frame, directly responsible for over $3 million in revenues for me. Last year was something like $5 million dollars in revenues, but not all from the list. The list is one of the many ways that I generate income. So really I started hooking up with Anthony Morrison because he is one of the industry leading experts when it comes to list building and email marketing. So Anthony, you guys all know that. I don't really have to tell you that. But Anthony Morrison is obviously one of the legends because he manages such large email lists. So, he had a course that was all about, email domination and dominating in the inbox and dominating in email. So he gave me one little tip. He just gave me one little tip. And I don't even know if Anthony knows this. I don't recall if you know this or not, Anthony. But Anthony gave me one tip from Anthony, just one little tip, doubled my open rates. Just one tip. And Anthony doesn't know this because the tip came in a weird roundabout way. Anthony, we were just in a discussion. It wasn't really a tip. It was more like just discussing ideas. This is when we were at an event in Florida. And I came home, and what I was doing was I was sending myself a test email before every single email. I wanted to send myself a test to make sure that it hit my inbox. And I had my own way of testing this. And Anthony said, well, here's a concept that you might want to consider. He said, instead of sending it directly to just yourself, he says, set up an account on Gmail, a new account, and set that up as the place that you send test emails. And then what you want to do is you want to send the test email there, but you don't want to click on it and you don't want to open it. You just want to send it there and you just want to see if it arrived in your main inbox. Just see if it arrived there instead of, because Gmail will filter things out to the promotional folder, the spam folder, stuff like that. And just that one little technique, which I hope you guys are scrambling to write down right now, just that one little technique, I set up a separate Gmail inbox and I went there and did that. Holy smokes, that one little technique, I could turn around right now and be selling that advice to other people for $1,000. Be like, hey, if I could double your open rates on your emails or increase them by 20%, would that be worth $1,000 to you? People would say, yeah. Well, there you go. There's a quick little freebie for me to lead off with for you guys. So
who wants to double their open rates? Just say yes. We gotta be. By the way, just so you guys know, because Chris, I might restart one of my computers here. It's frozen up. But just so you guys know, we always pick our winner off of Facebook, but we also look to make sure that you guys are commenting and paying attention. The more you interact with Chris, the more Chris teaches. So when Chris is talking, just make sure to leave him comments, tell him what you like, say absolutely, this is awesome, that kind of good stuff, so we know that you're all alive, awake, and paying close attention. So yeah, keep going, man.
Yeah, right on. So an open rate, if somebody was asking what an open rate is, so an open rate is, let's say you have 1,000 people on your email list, and you send them an email blast, right? You send them an email, okay? The open rate is the percentage of those 1,000 people that actually open the email, because, we can track that. So if 100 people open the email, that would be a 10% open rate because 100 is 10% of 1,000. So your goal is always, one of your goals is to have a high open rate. Of course, you also want to have a high click-through rate because you would eventually, if you guys want to make money, you're going to want to sell something, right? So you're going to want people to, first of all, open your emails, and then you're going to want them to click through and purchase something from you, whatever it is you might be selling. And this is Sales 101, but I want to make sure I bring everybody along with me. So that one tip from, I'm not saying it doubled them across the board, but it doubled, I did a test with an email that, this is what I mean. I did a test, and sure enough, the email showed up in my regular folder, but when I used Anthony's method and I sent it to a new Gmail address, it went to the promotions folder, which is essentially the spam folder. And I thought, that's interesting. That's fascinating. So I went and I basically stole that idea from Anthony and never paid him for it. So there you go, Anthony. I guess I owe you, a beer or something like that. Okay. So what I did was I got fascinated about the idea of getting higher open rates. Okay. I just got fascinated. I got obsessed with it. My average open rates were 10%. Okay, these were my average open rates. When I would send an email, so I've got like a 50, so I said 50,000 So watch, let me write it out for you. I send an email to my 50,000 person list, and 5,000 open the email. Okay, that's basically how I made $3 million in revenues. Was every email I sent, I got about 5,000 people to open it, about 10%. And then only a percentage of those would click the link in the email. So then I'm getting an average of about 700 to 1,000 clicks per email I sent. So if I wanted to promote an offer, like promote an affiliate offer or do something to try to get them to buy something or make some money, I could get like, I don't know, sometimes as low as like, I only want to be honest and say sometimes as low as like 500 clicks. But like 500 to 1,000 clicks, because it kind of, it varies. So 500 to 1,000 clicks. Okay, these were my average email open rates. Okay, so I just got fascinated with this and said, what can I do? How high can I get them? And I started thinking, man, what if I could double my open rates? Or what if I could triple my open rates? How much more money could I make this year? How much more money could I absolutely generate? So not only, because I'm going to grow my list, I'm going to double the size of my list at least again this year to get over 100,000 emails. My goal is to make $10 million this year in revenue as a result of my marketing. And what if I could double or triple my open rates for my emails? And that's when it dawned on me, and that's when I found a solution. So that's kind of one of the first things I'm going to share with you. So here's what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to do it in real time. But Anthony wanted me to come out and show my system because he thinks you guys would be fascinated. So real quick, I'm checking the comments. Who right now would be fired up to learn how to double or triple their email open rates? Just so I'm check the comments real quick. Anthony wants me to make sure everybody's engaged. Okay, well I'm going to show you. This is like if you've ever attended a webinar from me, which some of you maybe have, probably most of you haven't. I'll just get straight to it. I'm very transparent. Life is short. There's no reason for me not to just share everything and see what happens. So I went on a mission. So this is what I did. So what I do is I use membership sites as the opt-in offer. Okay, that's the main part of my system is I create these membership sites. It takes about 30 to 60 minutes to create an offer. Now, it's worth it because you only have to create the offer once, and then you can basically use lead capture pages to go to it. So it only really takes about 30 to 60 minutes to create a full-blown membership site. I know you don't think so. Like if it doesn't make sense, right? It seems like this takes longer. A free members area, fully designed with a website, training, content, but it's really only like half an hour to do. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in about 30 to 60 minutes to be able to create that. And it's actually sometimes even easier than a free report, So it's crazy. So I use membership sites as the opt-in offer. And then the other thing that I do, and here's the big one if you're taking notes, I segment all my opt-in lists. Okay, so they are each on their own list. That's the big thing. I segment all of my email opt-in lists, and they're each on their own list. And check this out. When I send emails, they each get their own title, and they each get their own description. So basically, like to put it to you simple, whatever I'm promoting, whether it's an affiliate offer or something, whatever for them to buy, whatever I'm promoting, I tailor it to each list. Okay? So and I'm going to give you an example of that in a minute. But it doesn't matter what I'm promoting. If I'm promoting something, then I basically say, like, let's say I have 3 lists. I tell list number 1 why they would want this thing, and then I tell list number 2 why they would want this thing, and then I tell list number 3 why they would want this thing. And I'm going to show you example titles that I use, example descriptions. You guys are going to walk away from this webinar, and I think that we're going to nail these 2 things. Instead of what if I could, this is what we're going to nail. How to double your open rates, how to triple your open rates. This is what we're going to nail right here for you, okay? And it's not just about me. Let's change this my to your. how to double your open rates, and even how to triple your open rates, because money's in the list. And even if you have a small list, I'm going to show you how even lists with like 200 or 300 people are making me thousands of dollars per month. So you don't have to like be rich to make money. You don't have to be experienced. I'm going to show you how to do it with very little experience, and I'm going to make it very, very beginner friendly for you. Okay? And then I'll even do questions and answers to make sure you guys are all happy and make sure we're all good to go. So let's talk about this. First things first, let me show you a picture. Let me show you a picture that I took here. I took a screenshot right before this. Okay. Open rates. Let's start by showing you my new open rates. Okay. Remember, my old ones were 10%. Oh, it's going to be blurry. Oh no, I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. I don't know how big I can blow this up. Okay. So hopefully you can at least see it. If not, I'll figure out a way to blow this up without it getting blurry. Let me try one higher. Barely. Okay, so there's 3 columns here. This is a screenshot of some of my email open rate statistics. Okay, because I don't want to show you my live account because it has all the customer information in it. But the send count is on the left. The clicks, like how many people clicked links, is in the middle. And the opens are on the right. Now, don't worry about anything on this entire page except for this open percentage, which I know is going to be a little bit small for you. I apologize. I don't really know how to get a better image right now for you. Maybe I could try, but I just don't know how much time I want to spend on it. When I'm in the background talking, I can maybe try to get a better image. Let me see if I can get this one really quick. I didn't realize this was going to be so blurry. If I can get you this one, I want you guys to see this because this is mind-blowing. It's like boggling. It's mind-boggling. Okay, let's see if I could just show you this one. This one might be better. Okay, so what it was on Facebook. There was this guy earlier like a week ago who asked a question, and he's a big internet marketer, and he said, my average open rates are approximately 8% on Aweber. They're also about 8% on SendLane. And basically, he's like, is there any way to improve my open rates? Do you have any ideas? Okay, so this was a real post that just happened recently, and I chimed in and said, hey, I'm averaging 25% to 75% open rates. Here's my advice. Same advice I'm giving to you guys, but check this out. I got this back and forth conversation, and they said, okay, post like what you're talking about. How do you get open rates that high? And I posted this. Okay. Now I don't know if this is going to be any easier for me to zoom in on to be big. We could at least try it right here. So hopefully this is more clear. So I posted this screenshot. What you're seeing on the left is not me blasting 50,000 people. I blasted one time the list of 50,000 people. But other than that, I take little small segments, 1,900 here, 300 there, 200 there, 6,000 here, 6,000. I find 6,000 is like my sweet spot. And then what I do is I basically go for big open rates. So look at this. Look at these percentages, the number that's right underneath here, like underneath 430. 147% open rate. Now that means that several of the people open the email more than once, which when you have a small list, that makes sense. 42% open rates. Okay, 42%, 25%, 67%, 73%, 25%, 274%. You see, that's a hyper-responsive little list right there. I mean, look, a little list of 207 subscribers can get 250 clicks. That's impressive. Basically, essentially, not only is everybody clicking, everybody's opening, everybody's clicking, and they're actually clicking more than once because they're like remembering to click from home, from their phone, stuff like that. 71% open rate, 37%, 57%, 76%, 105%, 68%, 102%, 77%, 214%, 71%, and it goes on and on and on. So listen, this is unreal. When I cracked this code, Anthony's like, dude, you gotta come out and show everybody this. This is insane, right? So that's basically the code that I cracked there, and I'm so excited to be able to show you guys this and what it means for all of us. Okay, so let's go. For example, let me pull up some photos, and let me show you the kind of money that these kind of open rates are generating. Okay, let me show you. Let's scroll down for some screenshots. Okay, let's start down here, and I'll work my way up. Okay, and these are real screenshots on Facebook. Okay, so here's examples. This is on an affiliate network called JVZoo. So when you see that I have 1,600 clicks, or really 800 clicks, depending on how this math is calculated, every time they see the buy button, it's another click. So really, it's 800 visitors. So when I get like 800 clicks that are highly targeted, what I do is I run them first to a bridge page, and then I run them to the offer. So this is basically 800 was probably like 3,000 clicks. So I send about 3,000 clicks from my email to a bridge page, and about 800 of them click through and purchase the item. That generated $20,000 in revenue and earned about $10,000 in commissions, 50% commissions. So that took me one email. So I want to let this sink in really quick. There's more than just like what you're going to learn in a 10-minute webinar, but when you understand email marketing, you can generate $10,000 from a single email once you get it. Once you understand, email marketing. And some people don't realize, like, heck, I could have bought my list. I could have went and built my list for like $2 a lead. That would have cost me $100,000 to build my whole list. And that $100,000 list would be making me $100,000 a month. It's like, who wouldn't want to, like right now in the chat, let's say if you had money, okay, let's say if you had money, as I phrase this, if you had the money to do this, how many people here would gladly invest $100,000 to earn $100,000 a month in recurring income, right? Is that a no-brainer? That should be hopefully everybody would do that. I hope that we're dealing with people that on the webinar that's an obvious one, like a no-brainer, right? Okay, but what's our problem? Most of us don't have the $100,000. Or even if we had the $100,000, most of us don't know like how to find the right offers to promote. We don't know how to write emails. We don't know how to write good copy. Okay, so there's like fear. So number one, you have to have the money to do that. And number two, you have fear. So instead of like just jumping in head first, we tippy-toe in. We're like, well, let me just start building a little list of 500 people, and let me see if I can make some money from there. Okay, so what I do, let me clarify what I do here so that we get it. I want to make sure I'm not losing anybody. This is my method. Okay, my method is I email my list, I send them to a bridge page, and then I send them to the offer page, like which is where they buy. Okay. And these days, I'm able to make around, around $10,000 per email. And that's like a well-done email. It's not like, well-done email. Or let me put it this way, like, I've built a relationship with my list, okay? So it's not just, I'm not just like buying some cold contacts list, okay? I'm not trying to make it seem like this just get rich quick or easy money. But this is real. I've got stats to back it up. This is actually like truthfully like legit stuff. So that was like July 22nd, right? So here we are, that was July 21st. I posted on 22nd. Here we are the next day. So first of all, let me go back. Everybody's like, no way, that's so awesome. Well, I said that offer worked so well, I promoted it the next day. And look what I did the next day. Okay, stats about the same here. $33,000 in sales, $16,000 in profit, $16,000 in commissions. Now, I don't have any overhead on this. I don't have any overhead on this. Now, how did I make that much money? Well, it's the software I'm about to show you. It's like I cracked the code and I figured it out, and it's like ever since I figured this out, I feel like I could just print money on demand. Let me show you some more pictures. And I think it's important for you to know that because I can teach you how to do the same. I can teach you how to do what I do. It's replicatable. Here's another screenshot of JVZoo. There's two sides. This side is the side of me promoting other people's products, and this is the side over here of me selling my own products. So I also create my own products and sell them. So I make way more profit. Like I sold $6,800 worth of stuff, and I made $6,300. I sold $7,300 and I made $6,500. See, my profit margins are higher on my own products, but over here they're usually like 50%. So as you can see, like yesterday's and today's, look at this, $72,000 in a single day, and look at this low visitor count, 609 visitors, and yet made $36,000 in sales. Look at this conversion rate, roughly half of my traffic converted. Okay. Now, this is pretty impressive, right? I'm getting pretty excited. And I thought, man, there's no way I could top that. Then I did. I promoted another product that was even a better seller, and in 3 days, I did $180,000 in sales of that product in 3 days. My total commissions were $82,291. Okay, so gosh, this is just getting so exciting. I just love. I don't. It's not like I love money. I just love success. I love winning. I love seeing people win. This is real. These are. Look, I was a guy who was struggling, and then I just followed the advice. Like I said, I took massive action. So I thought, man, there's no topping that. Okay, and that was like November 12th. Okay, that was just a few months ago. There's no topping that, right? Well, here I am, December 5th, not even a month later, and I did a 24-hour promotion, $115,000 in sales, $54,000 in actual profit because I did no paid ads, $54,000 in profit, $57 earnings per click. EPC stands for earnings per click. I literally made $57 every time somebody clicked the link in my email. Are you guys starting to see that it doesn't start this way, but when you start to learn it, once I made it my passion to try to figure out how to get higher open rates, how to get higher click-through rates, and how to get higher what's called EPC, earnings per click, that's when the game changed. That's when the game changed.
Let me chime in because I was on 2 computers, but I had my webcam off because GoToWebinar and my internet connection are not loving me tonight when we have almost 1,000 people on. So might have to up the game a little bit. But what I do want to tell everybody is, so how does this kind of tie into our profit formula for this year? What you need to see is that we talk about quality over quantity. In other words, you need a bigger email list. You need a better email list, not a bigger email list. And so many people tell you that you actually need a bigger email list, but that's not really the case. You need quality email lists. How many of you would agree that Chris has a quality email list? Just say yes in the chat box if you would agree that Chris has a quality email list. Yeah, massive quality, right? It takes quality to be able to do that kind of revenue with a list that's not, like you said, 50,000 people. That's not a big list by any means. You've heard $1 per subscriber per month. That means if Chris was excelling by standards, he would make $50,000, $50,000 a month. But he's making $200,000 on 2 promotions. How does he do that? It's all in how you build the list, right? That's why I've told so many of you about mobile opt-in, and I know we have a lot of mobile opt-in users in here. It ensures quality on mobile traffic, right? So you've got that piece of the puzzle. If you've got mobile opt-in, you've got 100% guaranteed it can't be anything but perfect quality traffic when your mobile traffic comes in. But what about when your desktop traffic comes in? How do we get a better quality desktop subscriber? That's why I brought Chris on, because I feel like there's still desktop traffic on the internet, right? So we need to make sure it's high quality. And how can we take our mobile subscribers, right, that are opting in through mobile opt-in and whatnot, and how can we make them an even higher quality subscriber where we can generate even more revenue, from those subscribers? It's all about quality, and it's about giving them a great experience. How many of you are here tonight? I just want to show of hands, just say yes in the chat box. How many of you are here tonight on the Success Connection? We've got a debate going on. We've got all kinds of things going on. We still have one of our largest crowds ever. How many of you are here because you feel like I deliver quality to you? Just say yes. If you feel like I deliver quality. Okay? I'm seeing tons of yeses. Okay? If I were just emailing you junk and I wasn't giving you anything of value, then you wouldn't respond, you wouldn't show up, you wouldn't be here, right? So what we really want to focus on with Chris is how can you have something tangible that you can give to your subscriber base that accelerates their quality, takes them to a whole nother level, makes them love you beyond belief, right? And we're not going to go into too many nitpicky details. So Chris, what I really want to focus on right now, so that I think does everybody understand that the goal of this training tonight is to help you to get higher quality subscribers. And the way we do that is the process by which we opt them in. When we get the subscriber, when they first opt into our email list, it's that first impression that makes a lasting impression, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to get that first impression, make it phenomenal, so that when you send an email, boom, they want to open it because you've given them so much value. Does everybody understand that? So my goal is to make sure that during this opt-in process, what we're doing is delivering insane value to your subscribers just so that you get better results from your email. So why don't we kind of go that route, Chris? Let's show them how they might create a membership site to provide that value. We can also discuss with them where they could get content, because I know maybe not everybody wants to create the content for it, and kind of get into that and show them really what they're able to do and how fast they're able to do it, because this is what's mind-blowing, and this is how you guys can create subscribers on your email list that love you, I say without saying, maybe just as much as you guys love me, because you're all spending your Thursday night with me. It doesn't matter what happens. You spend your Thursday nights with me. And by the way, I'm very humbled, very excited about that. I'm very appreciative. Every time I look over here and GoToWebinar says we have almost 1,000 people on. My internet, we have so many people on that it's breaking my GoToWebinar. My internet's not fast enough, obviously. So it's always humbling experience for me, but you need that for yourself. Doesn't matter what niche you're in, because I saw a lot of you asking, you know, what niche, does it matter what niche you're in and all this. I see them over here. It doesn't. It can be weight loss. It can be dog training. It can be recipes for different, you know, types of food. It can be organic living. You know, it can be green, you know, going green. It can be any of these niches. Doesn't matter what niche you're in. If you're an author and you're trying to get more, you know, more people to read your book or take access on your digital products, it's all about that first impression and giving them access to a smart member site where they've got this cool, very high value experience right off the bat, increases the quality, increases your open rate, increases your click-through rate, and allows you to start making the kind of money that you see Chris making from a very, very small subscriber base. Would all of you like to see how to make those smart member sites really quickly, really easily, really efficiently, so that you could use them as free giveaways? You could literally have a lead magnet for any niche you want in just a few minutes. We all like to see that? Cool. All right, looks like everybody's ready, man.
Okay, cool. And welcome back from after restarting the computer, and thanks for brilliantly summarizing everything there. You kind of got me fired up. You have this like way to get people fired up. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, let's show you a live demo right now. And again, I just want to be clear, ever since I started using SmartMember, and I want to validate what Anthony said, I built a relationship with my list. I tried putting that in all caps so you guys understand, because I do have a small list respectively compared to other people making the same income. I want to show you the software that's done it all for me, and also I'm the founder, I'm the creator of the software. I built the whole thing from scratch with an amazing team. I've invested over $500,000 of my own money into it, and tonight I'd love to be able to not only offer each one of you the chance to be able to use the software, but I'm willing to offer you the chance to be able to be a lifetime subscriber of the software, so you don't have to have any monthly fees. You don't have to, you know, get caught up in like paying monthly fees for years or anything like that. I think I could save you thousands and thousands of dollars as a friend of Anthony Morrison. So I'll show you the.
You feel like you've got an awesome value from Chris in the first hour on this training tonight, just say yes if you feel like you've learned already some steps, some techniques, some strategies. For those of you that are brand new, I know that we got a lot of people in here. I see JC Lynn. I see so many of you guys in here that are always with me every single week. It's funny because like I literally know your names. I know your story. Obviously, we've met at some of our live events. It's always fun. Don Barry, I see you in here. We're always here. But here's what I want all of you that are new. So if you're brand new to the Success Connection, understand this. We bring on awesome guest trainers just like Chris. They teach a ton of information. And if they have a product or a service that I'm using, if I'm not using it, I don't bring them on here. But if they have a product or service that I have personally used, I allow them to offer it to you. Now, that does not mean that this is one big phenomenal sales pitch. What it means is they have to teach, they have to educate, they have to give you a ton of information. Then, if you like the information, and if you feel like the software or the technique or whatever it is that they might have that they can offer, if you feel like that is a good fit for you, a good fit for your business, it makes tons of sense, I allow them to offer it to you. So we've had, I think we're 48 weeks strong on the Success Connection now, and never had a single complaint. We always bring on phenomenal guests. I just saw thousands of people, or thousands of yeses, because all of you were typing multiple times, or maybe my computer just freezing. So everybody feels like Chris has already delivered some awesome value. He's getting ready to teach you even more. So stay, pay close attention, stay engaged. I just want you to realize, obviously, Chris has the opportunity to allow you to join Smart Member. If you want to join, it's great. If you don't, that's okay. I love it, and I only bring you things that I feel like are going to bring value to your business and value to your life. If you use this method, you increase the success that you get from your email list. You increase the profitability. You increase the opens, the clicks. Everything increases. So for me, this is great, great information for you. I don't have something like this to provide for you. So I'm always out trying to find cool things that I know are going to bring value to you and value to your business. I truly believe this is one of them because I've seen it work for me. So Chris, I'll let you go through and kind of start your demo, but I just want to make sure we got a lot of people that are brand new, and I want to make sure that they all are kind of understand that we always if we bring a guest on, we let them offer there's something that they have if it's of value. So most of us have been on here 48 weeks straight. They kind of know.
Well, yeah, and absolutely, this is probably different than I mean, I've sold stuff before, but this is different. This is like my baby. This is like I've invested over $500,000 in this. This is the software I use to manage everything in my business. I do have a few third-party tools as well. In fact, even Anthony's mentioning mobile opt-in, which I'm a huge fan of. But this is it. This is my baby. It's like I'm introducing you to another one of my children here because I've just spent so much time building something amazing. So we'll run through it really quick. And I heard Anthony say, can this work with any niche? The answer is absolutely yes. I can show you a variety, as many as you want to see, sites. But here's the basic thing right here. A site like this whole entire site, as you see it here, with literally 65 lessons, okay? All kinds of navigation stuff, a logo, stuff to sell that you can make money of, all of this stuff as a free giveaway. This kind of stuff normally would cost a client like $97 to buy something like this, but how much do I sell it for? Nothing. This right here is a lead magnet. Believe it or not, an entire site like this is 30 minutes or 60 minutes max, and this is an unbelievable lead magnet that will build an incredibly loyal base for everything you're looking to do. Now, I'm not only in the internet marketing niche, the make money online niche, I also have a lot of sub-niches. Like I've got thousands and thousands of subscribers in this little billiards niche, just as an example. Now, I haven't messed with this site in a while. This is one of my first ones, so I can just play around and mess this one up. But what you have is you have the ability to build a site like this from scratch in just seconds. For example, if you want a new logo, you just hover over the logo. As long as you're an editor, as long as you're logged in as an admin, you hover over the logo and you click edit. It's that easy. Then you go here and you just change the logo. You see how easy it is? You just upload a logo. And these logos, I even, in my trainings inside the members area, I even show how to design logos this good in 5 minutes with no Photoshop experience or anything. Because there's third-party programs these days that just do this for you already. Why bother? They're free. Okay, so you build a quick site logo in like 5 minutes, and if we're on long enough tonight, and you guys request that, I can show you how to build something that good in 5 minutes effortlessly. Then you build this navigation bar, and look, it's just edit. See this one where it says use the search engine? You just hover your mouse over, and you just change this. This can say anything we want, just like that, and it can go anywhere you want. URL, Google. See how simple it is to build this? This just takes seconds. Okay, and you can reorganize them. You can drag and drop them in any way that you want. You can do whatever you want. So literally, look, this can say anything we want. And you can put any icon. You can even use your own icons. You can literally do anything you want here. It is so simple. What about this background color? If you wanted to change that background color, you just click design. A nice little designer comes up. This is so seamless that the newest person can have success with it. You have layout and you have colors. You just choose colors and you change the site background. Maybe you want it to be orange. Maybe you want it to be yellow. Maybe you want it to be green. Or you want it to be blue. Or maybe you want it to be a custom color. You know, like any kind of custom color. You literally can paste one in if you wanted it. You can make it anything, whatever color your site is, whatever look and feel you're going for. Maybe we'll do that one right now and just press choose. Once you're done with that, you just hit save, and now it's saved. Now your site looks different. You can change all the colors. You can change all the text very, very easily. So you have a logo, you have a top area, and you have a bunch of like things that create value inside of here. That's essentially what these are. These are things that create value. Then you have a sidebar, which you can put anything on. You can put banner ads. You can put things for sale. You can put affiliate offers. You could put a Facebook group. I mean, whatever you have, okay? Or leave it blank. A lot of people choose to leave it blank. And then the rest of the site is content. You have content in what's called a syllabus, which is like basically categories and posts, okay? These are called modules, and these are called lessons, okay? Modules and lessons. So an example is like billiards educational videos, you know? You could basically put in, you know, any kind of educational videos you want. Compilation of amazing pool tricks, you know, it doesn't matter. You can put those in, and it looks like this. You just put in a video, compilation of amazing pool trick shots, you give the source, and give the person credit, and there it is. It's really that simple. But what I love about it is this. If a member is not logged in, okay, if they're not logged in, let's go to incognito. This is called an incognito window in Chrome. So it basically is like logging me out. See, now I'm signed out. The same exact page, look what it says. Join the fastest growing pool trick shots community. You just put up a little graphic. They click there, and this can go anywhere you want it to go. This can go to any sales page, can go to anything. You can have it go anywhere you want, lead capture page, sales page, you name it. You can go to anything you want. This is an example one, 200 trick shot videos for free. Click here to get access. So I've been experimenting with a lot of different ones. In fact, I'll show you another one that I just had in another window that we just did a test on. And these are just basic ones. Look at this. Just join the best billiards community on the web and get instant access to hundreds of free video tutorials. Just really like, I even like just think it's funny. It's just like an 8-ball. This whole thing right here took me 2 minutes to design. Now, what I do is I override these. Like with mobile opt-in, I override these. These are just standard pages. What you do is you choose, if somebody's not a member yet, where do you want them to go? And you link them to a lead capture page. So here's what you do. You build a site in just minutes, literally minutes, and it's empty. It's a shell. And then you load in content. And every single piece of content is a lead capture page. That is what makes it amazing. Not only do you have a lead magnet, but this lead magnet gets you more leads because people come in from Google and they click and they don't have access, and then they end up opting in so they can get access. It's brilliant. It's all SEO optimized. So designing is very, very easy. You have a lot of different things. You could have a blog. You know, here's a blog. I just like messing around with a bunch of different stuff. These are mostly like things I've just been doing for examples because I've been showing people. So that's why you got backpacking in here, which has nothing to do with it.
And Chris, one thing I want to mention, you said it's very, and everybody, I'm going to cut my webcam off because just for a minute, because GoToWebinar told me that that my internet connection is slow, so I'm just going to cut it off for a second after I say this. One thing I want you to all remember and to hear, by the way, I'll still be here. I'm just going to cut this off. One of the things I want you to hear is, you know, we talked about SEO a few weeks ago, and we talked about how this year I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring back Cotton, I'm going to bring back Liz, I'm going to bring back Mike, and we're going to really go through an SEO workshop where we do maybe 3 or 4 weeks of showing you how to do SEO and how to build your list from that, right? The great thing that I heard Chris say just then, and I already knew this obviously, is that his smart member sites are SEO optimized, and they allow you to do a lot of the optimization that you would need to do to get them to rank high on Google. So very, very important. How many of you feel like that's important? Just say yes. Okay, very good. Just want you to catch on to all those little things because I told you we're going down a path, and I wouldn't bring somebody on that's not kind of plugging right into that path, and this plugs right in. I'm going to cut my webcam off, but I'll still be here.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. Google's free traffic, you guys. It's free. There's no reason, even if it's not your main strategy, why not accept thousands of free visitors? I mean, they're free. Those are going to convert to leads. So I just want to show you a variety of sites. Here's another basic one. Like, I promoted a course, and here's like a basic like newsfeed targeting basics. Here's a basic little mini course. This logo took like 1 minute to design. I do this in training. I show people that. An example, this has a forum. You can have a forum about, you know, anything you want. You could put in your own forum. And the good thing about a forum is that it's SEO friendly. But not only is it SEO friendly, it's also, and I just put in like, I just did this as a test. That's why they're all 3 copied. But it's SEO friendly, and it's also, you're going to get your members are going to build your content for you. They're going to actually build traffic for you. They're all going to build their content. So what you do is you build out a big forum, and then every time there's like a new discussion about something, you email all the list, which you can do right here if you want. You email all the list, and you tell them, hey, there's a hot discussion going on this topic. Chime in. And the next thing you know, they're just writing pages and pages full of content for you. It's this brilliant little idea. So here's like a little site I made as an example for training. It has a forum. Then there's bonus training. And then there's, you know, third-party training, which you can just grab videos from around the web. You can have bonus articles. And then look, bonus downloads. This is a really cool section. So what you could do is, you know, if you end up like getting any ebook covers or wanting to get any free giveaways or sell stuff, you have a whole like little store that you can basically have little cart buttons, and people can basically either purchase it or get it for free or anything. You have a nice little store where you can sell all your content. So if you're like an author and you wrote like a few ebooks, you can sell them in here, or you can give them away free. And you can make it so that the public can't download them. They have to be members first. So it's very, very easy. Everything is very user-friendly. It even comes with support. So people can send you a support ticket. For example, this is a test ticket. I'm showing how the system works. See, I just sent that ticket. I can attach a file or not. Let's say one of your visitors sends a ticket to you. Your ticket has been submitted. Check your email for instructions. And then you just go up, you watch. Let me refresh. See this little support icon right up here, support? Watch what happens when I refresh. So next time you log in, look at that. It's got a little 1 on it. And you check that, and that lets you know there's a new note, there's a new ticket. You see this? So now I can go there, and I can see the person who submitted the ticket, my member who submitted the ticket to me, and I can respond to them. Oh, thanks for showing me. And I can make this anything I want. I mean, I can make it bold. I can make it a different font size, different font type. You know, I can just do anything I want with this and make it, you know, as much as I want. Maybe make it big. And then as soon as I'm done, I just press solved. We solved that ticket and submit the reply. This is all built in. So it's an all-in-one membership system that's completely built in and completely ready to go. So now you'll notice there's no tickets in the open section. There's no more notification. And I go over here to solved, and there it is. You know, I did another test a couple days ago. But there it is. It's a solved ticket. See, it helps you keep track of all this. Normally, services like this, they each cost money themselves. So I just wanted to show you it's completely built. And in fact, just before this webinar, I did one earlier today, which I thought was pretty awesome. Women who love horseback riding. And I made this little logo just showing people. People said, I have no logo designs. I can't make a logo. And so what I did was I grabbed clip art. I said, look, anybody can make a logo. I grabbed clip art, and I just typed this and chose a font and saved it up here. And everybody said, wow, that took you 30 seconds. And they all thought it was going to look funny because of clip art, but they said, actually, it kind of looks good. And so I have this thing. Now, your websites start as default websites. You know, it comes with a little default article that's a draft. It comes with a little default banner. It comes default. So I was in the middle of doing this, so why don't I finish this right now to show you a live example of how easy it is. I added a logo, and I added a few categories up here. Amazing horseback riding videos, beautiful pictures of horses and helpful tips, and again, replace with any niche, okay? And then must-have downloads, okay? So videos, pictures, downloads, support. Now, you guys ready? Right now in the comments, if I could show you how to add, let's say, 3 full-blown video posts in here from YouTube, fully embedded videos, full titles and everything, if I could show you how to add 3 video posts inside of 1 minute, who would be interested in seeing that right now? 1 minute. 3 video posts with explanation of what I'm doing. Who thinks it's possible? You guys got any doubters that don't think I could do it? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Here goes nothing. Watch this. All you do is you go to YouTube. Okay, now you have this little tool. It's called a Chrome extension. It's called the Smart Member Chrome extension. You just have to make sure you choose which site you want to post to. Women who love horseback riding. Now this is obviously just a fun site. I'm just playing around with this. Okay, you guys actually might think this is funny, but I'm gonna go make like 10 or 20 grand from this just to show you how this works in any niche. Okay, so it's gonna be funny. So watch this. Women riding horses. This isn't even my thing. Okay, I'm not a woman and I don't ride horses. Okay, so let's see if there's like, let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like it's a pretty big thing. I don't know what that says. I can't read that language, but let's go to this one. Leg position, 40 fundamentals of English riding. Okay, killer. Now when you're on a video that you want to embed to your site, anywhere on the web, if you're anywhere on the web and you're like, I want to add this content to my membership site, watch what you do. This little icon on the left. Wonder what happens if I click this Smart Member icon. Check that out. I clicked it. It pulled up my site, and it asks me, do you want to post this as a lesson, a post, or a page? You can choose any one. For this example, I don't know, let's choose it as a lesson. Okay? Leg position. It automatically pulls in the title, the permalink, information from it, and now you just slightly make some changes. So it's not duplicate content. You just make a few changes. Like I might say like, the fundamentals of English horse riding leg position techniques. There you go. So something like that. You choose who has access. You could choose members only, which means that they have to opt in, or you could choose visitors, which means anybody from the public can view it. Members only. Let's choose members only. All the rest of the fields are pretty optional. Lessons, you can choose a module. I guess I haven't created one, so we'll just call it sample module. We'll go change it though. And then you just basically put in anything else you want. You just don't need to. Watch how simple this is. Click publish, and there it is. It's already done. It's right there. Look at that. It's right there, and it's beautiful. It's that simple.
How many of you feel like you could do that to build a membership site so that you could give away a membership site? And here's the thing. Some people say, okay, is it copyright infringement? Here's the thing. We're not selling it. Okay? We're not selling this, this property. When these videos are put on YouTube, people embed them all over the place. So they embed them on, all kinds of different web pages, different sites, different things. I mean, that's constant, right? So what we're doing right here is we're just simply embedding them into a website that you can't get into unless you opt into your email list. How many of you feel like you understand that? Just say yes if you understand it. You see, what's great about this is once you have Smart Member, you can create membership sites, okay? You could create one about, say, the 10 best or the 10 most viewed videos on weight loss, right? And all you literally have to do is go to YouTube, find 10 really awesome videos on weight loss, click one button, stick them right in there, and give them away for free. But people have to opt in order to see them. Now, this opt-in, what really makes this so great is that they're now, how many of you, let's just assume, okay, that you were a woman and you liked horseback riding. How many of you, if you put your email address in and you landed on a page just like this right here with all these videos, would feel like, wow, this is a great site. I'm so glad I gave them my email address. Just say yes if you would feel good about that. See, serious value. So what I wanted to do is, this is, by the way, I saw a lot of you asking, how does this work with mobile opt-in, whatever. Here's the thing. This is not a replacement to mobile opt-in. What this is this is the free offer. So even if you have a landing page or you're using mobile opt-in, you have to give people an incentive to opt in. So instead of giving them a little ebook, why not give them a full-blown members area just like this, full of 10 or 15 really awesome videos that they can then watch, they can consume the content, and then they actually were like, oh, wow, we really like this. We want to open all the emails that we get from these people. How many of you understand that? Just say yes if you understand it. I want to make sure we're all clear. Okay, very good. Very, very good. In the time that we've understood that, taught that, figured that out, and we've all kind of just seen how it works, Chris has continued to add videos after video after video, which is great because here's the thing, this is making it so simple. You know, a lot of times we stop our email marketing, we stop it with like one niche, right? Because we feel like it's so difficult to have something free to give away in so many different niches. How many of you felt that way before? Just say yes. If you felt like, okay, I'd love to be in 10 or 15 different niches, right? But I don't know that I know how to create a lot of information on survival. I don't know that I know how to create a lot of information on dog training. I don't know that I know how to give a free report on weight loss. That's okay. You don't have to. When you have Smart Member, you can literally just go in and pull the information right off of the internet, put it right into your very own custom members area, and people can't log into it and get to it unless they opt into your email list, okay? So this is a really, really, really good feature and a really good addition to basically the foundation of building your email list, okay? So that's what I'm saying. And that little Smart Member plugin that Chris was clicking that added those YouTube videos, that comes with Smart Member. So what it's doing is it's all one package. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, you're done. And what you're seeing Chris do now, I see some of you ask, what you're seeing Chris do now is you're seeing him go in and add advertisement banners. If I'm correct, right, Chris? Because I was looking through the chat at all the questions.
Yeah. I was actually just playing around waiting, but yeah, I was not gonna make it live until I show. But yeah, that's basically showing. Hey, look at this. I just found one in the background because this isn't even my niche. I'm just playing around. I actually don't have a horse niche at all. This is showing how it can work with anything. Horse niche, and I was like, oh wow, look at this, $30, probably make like $20 every referral, and it actually looks like it'd be a great match.
Yep, and what you're doing is you're adding that into Smart Member, right? So that people are able to see it, or are you just that's what you're going to email out to them?
Yeah, no, that could be a banner. I was just going to show how that could be a banner inside a Smart Member. So I'll show you I was going to show how to do that. But yeah, I could show right now how to make that banner active. I was going to show like you can go into Smart Member into the banner section. Sorry, the banner section is under Build. You can go to the banner section here, and you can just start adding banners. And then when you're ready, you go to the widget section, and you basically just drop them in here and show them how you want to show up. You know, stuff like that. You can look the way you want. And also up here, I wanted to show one more thing. I was just waiting for you to finish. Also want to be respectful. But I mean, look at this. Look, he was right. Look, all this content here. And again, I'm doing it super fast. What I would personally do for SEO purposes is I would slightly change the title and description because, you know, even though it's easier to not do this, you're not going to get really Google traffic from having a duplicate content. So you're going to want to just make slight changes. But I mean, look at, these are all women riding horses. These are all YouTube videos of women riding horses. But what I want to show you is this section right here. Beautiful pictures of horses and helpful tips. That was a random funny topic I made, but I want to show you how that works. Watch this. And this is a quick section too. I don't really need to take much time. I just want to show you what happens when you go to sites like Pinterest. Okay, let's type in horseback riding or something like that, or you know, you could do a bunch of searches. This isn't my specialty, so I don't know. But like how to ride a horse, 40 trail riding tips, horseback riding. Okay, you see all these? Watch this. Click the same link. You guys are gonna love this. This time let's make it a post. Okay, horseback riding, how to ride a horse, you know? Look at that. Who can access this? Members only, of course. And there we go. Let's just publish it. I mean, in this case, just do it fast. And then let's take this hello world one that's there, and let's delete that one because that's the default one. And let's do it again. Let's take this one. You just click a little icon, and these icons are exclusive to us. You can only get these with Smart Member. You click post, and on this one, let's just type it in, 40 trail riding tips. So watch this, 40 trail riding tips. There you go. It automatically makes the URL, and just make it available for members. There you go. Publish. And let's grab like one. Let's grab maybe this one. So look at how fast you're able to find content and put in content. Okay. And what it's doing, therapeutic benefits. I mean, look at this. This is actually really good content too. Therapeutic benefits of horseback riding. You guys might think I'm crazy for doing the horseback niche, but look, it grabs the picture, and it even grabs the source, and then they can click here to find more information about it. So you're providing them a valuable service by going and finding this content for them. It's actually helping them because you know, they don't have to take the same time to be able to do that. And let's do riding horses Western style. One more. And I just want to show you like how clean this is, and this just takes seconds. Whatever, it's already got in there. Let's just make this for members. I personally I just think I have a blast with this stuff. I love it. I build so many smart member sites because they're so easy. They're so easy to build, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to basically set it up as a blog. So I got to go into my blog. All I got to do is set up a blog. So right here is the different sections. I guess I'll give you a quick tour. Lessons and modules are what show up like on your syllabus. Posts are blog posts. Articles and categories are like your support center. Downloads is where you'll load in like any downloads you have. Livecast is if you want to do Hangouts. Pages is, you know, custom pages. Notices is where you're going to do like site advertisements. So let's say you have a 10,000 person community here. You could do a lightbox notification that pops up just like this that you can advertise to. Anything, selling anything you want. Import videos, view stats, access your members, you know, any information you want, transactions if you're selling stuff, widgets and banners if you want them. Affiliates, which means if you want other people to promote your course. So now you're thinking, like women who love horseback riding, you might create like a little product that has to do with horseback riding and sell it. And if you want somebody else to promote it, they can promote it. And you can put them in here and give them commission. So now you got other affiliates driving traffic for you. Site settings is where you can customize the look and feel of every single thing on your site, making it look exactly the way you want to. You know, all the text, all of everything. Directory listing. As soon as your site is ready, you can submit it to our directory. We have an entire directory, and as long as you're listed in our directory, people can find you. And then people can opt into your site, and so we can send you hundreds or even thousands of leads. There's going to be some customers that we send like tens of thousands of leads to for free once our directory becomes popular. And then adding new apps, this is just like third-party integrations that we make. So if you want to sell your product on like ClickBank, or if you want to sell it on JVZoo, or if you want to chat live with your customers, or if you want to have a Facebook group, or if you want to collect payments with PayPal, or if you want to collect payments with Stripe, you can do it all here. Everything is all set. Everything is all good. So,
Chris, let me address a couple of questions I just saw. First of all, listen, everybody, there's a lot of stuff in Smart Member that you don't necessarily need. What Chris is showing you is all the possibilities of it because, you know, there are so, basically you can do anything and everything that you want to do. If you ever wanted to do your own digital publishing, you can. You know, if you ever wanted to have affiliates to promote your product for you, you could. But the basic use for this is to get a product exactly like what you see on the screen right now that you can give away as a free incentive to get people to opt on into your list. So obviously Chris has made this super crazy, ridiculous, awesome, tons of stuff, right? But at the end of the day, very basic stuff is key for you. So if you're able to go in and create a cool little blog with a bunch of images and videos on horseback riding or dog training or whatever the case may be, and somebody logs in and they see this right here. They see all of this great content. They see this awesome post with this video. They feel good about their decision to opt in. Now all of a sudden, you're able to generate a lot more revenue. This does not replace sending emails, okay? So I saw a few people asking that. That's not what this is for. What this is for is to give you the ability to create member sites basically just like I have. In fact, let me just ask you real quick. How many of you have access to a members area site of mine, be it mobile opt-in, email domination, inbox inner circle, success with anything? One of these. Just say yes. Okay. All right, I see a ton. Basically, everybody's saying yes, right? Because pretty much only my students are invited to the Success Connections, so I would assume that most all of you do actually have one of my products. Okay. Now, if you've got one of my products, that means you have actually consumed our content. You're using our software. You're watching our videos, all this stuff. Well, you might think, okay, that that it's really difficult to ever have something like that. But what Chris has done he's made it super, super, super simple to take your content and provide it to other people quickly. Now, I know that we have some authors that are on with us right now. Okay, if you're an author and you want to sell your books, the best way to sell your books is to build a relationship with the people that actually come to your websites, or the people that you actually get on your email list. So what could you do? You could build a really cool smart member site. You could do some videos about your books. You could do some videos about you, some videos about your work. You could stick it all right in here. When people opt in, it's like an introduction, right? I saw Cora Ramos was asking this. This is like a great introduction to who you are, what you're doing, and why you wrote the books that you've written, so that you can bond with your list. If you're an affiliate marketer, same thing. If you're doing any kind of email marketing to e-commerce stores, same thing. If you're just in different niches and you're promoting ClickBank products, you can build one of these smart member sites for any one of those niches. You can build a relationship with the list, and then of course you can profit from the list. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes if you're clear with me on what we're doing, okay? Good deal. I want to make sure we're all clear. Now, Chris, I saw that so we've kind of gone through the Smart Member site, right? And we've kind of shown everybody what they can get with Smart Member and what the value of that is as it pertains to our profit formula and our email marketing, correct?
Correct.
I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that. So how many of you feel like you understand Smart Member and what its value is to you as a email marketer? Now, I'm not saying that you completely understand how to go build your own site right now. Chris has an insane amount of FAQ, training videos, all of this good stuff, okay? So he's got all of that inside of there. We want you to understand the core concept. Now, I told you that we were going to break this training down. We were going to cover two facets of our success formula and our profit formula for this year. One of those profit formula pieces was kind of a branch off of the opt-in page, which is, what do we give somebody for free? How do we build that list that loves us? How do we build that responsive list? If we're authors, if we're digital publishers, if we're affiliates, if we're in e-commerce, what can we do to get more out of our email marketing and get more people to opt into our email marketing list? Okay, we've covered that. Smart Member is phenomenal. Now what Chris is going to show you, I saw him pulling it up, is a traffic method that he pretty much perfected, okay? He's pretty much perfected it, and I believe that it could really help you get a massive amount of traffic to your opt-in pages so that you can give away a lot of these Smart Member accesses so that you can build many, many very valuable lists. So I think that's the direction we're heading in, right, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll give you, honestly, if you're getting feedback or anything like that, I'm willing to literally share anything anybody wants to hear about too. So do you want me to jump, how basic or how advanced do you want me to get? Because you know I could go either way. Do you want to keep things basic?
Well,
or do you want
we want to keep it basic so that we can make sure that everybody understands it. I know what direction you're going in, but we want to give them a basic, really a basic overview and introduction to what, see everybody in here saying basic and beginner. I want to show our students, how to keep it basic, keep it simple, get traffic.
Okay, perfect. So let me show you a couple ideas, and then Anthony, chime in and direct me, because if there's something that you know everybody a little bit more, because you've spent, like you said, the last 48 weeks or whatever it is in this kind of ongoing boot camp with everybody. So feel free to kind of direct me as needed. What I'll do is I'll kind of jump in and show people on Facebook how I'm generating pretty significant traffic to everything. So let me start with the horse thing. We were just doing the horse thing. This is part of what I did in a previous presentation. Is you have a fan page on Facebook that goes along with whatever membership site you have. So if you have a membership site, you build a fan page on Facebook, and it's free. And this is effortless. You go down here to create a page, just like that, create page, right here on the top right on Facebook, and it's free. All I did was I grabbed a picture of a girl on a horse and grabbed a picture of some girls on horses. Women who love horseback riding. It couldn't be simpler. And actually, here's an example of making money in this niche. Remember how a lot of you I said a lot of you might think it's funny, but here you go. Women who love horseback riding. Look, I've only got 8 likes. I just set up this page, I think, earlier today, or January 11th, right? So whatever day it was, a couple days ago. I set up this as an example and forgot about it, okay? But this is an example, being able to market and sell horse-related products to horse-related audience. So here's what I did. I said, oh my God, this is a must-have shirt for all women who love their horses. And look what I said here. Tag someone you know that would love this. And look what everybody in the comments started doing. Look at what the comments are filled with. Just a bunch of people, women, tagging their friends. Now, Debbie comes along, and look what she does. She tags Jamie. Look at Jamie's pictures. Her profile picture is her standing on a horse, or sitting on a horse, and her cover photo is a bunch of horses. Do you think, who here in the comments thinks that Jamie is the exact type of member that if I sent any kind of email having to do with horses and women, that she would open it, right? Who thinks that she's passionate as a woman riding a horse? Okay, how about this one? Amanda, look at this one. Horses.
It looks like she wants to ride. She wants to ride the horses.
Yep, she loves riding horses. And like, look at this one right here. This person's got a picture. I didn't tag these people. I'm just going through the random ones that are right here. I mean, it's crazy when you start to see this. This one loves her dog too. People love their pets. Here's this one, Cassidy Griffin. Look at it right here, riding a horse and riding a horse. So you start to realize there are passionate markets going on right underneath our noses that are just there. There's these passion audiences, whether it's internet marketing or make money online, or whether it's personal development, or whether it's a micro niche like cat lovers or people who own a dog, or whether it's sports teams or anything. All you have to do if you want massive traffic is to learn how to target your exact audience on Facebook. That's all you need to learn how to do. Now, setting up a page like this is only really part of the picture, right? That's not going to, just because you have a place on the internet doesn't mean that traffic is going to come to it. If you build it, they will come. Well, not really, because there's a billion other pages, right? So you've got to target the traffic. And now here's the way to target the traffic. What you do, and you do not have to be a pro. I'm not going to teach you anything advanced. You just get a basic Facebook ads account. It's free. It's absolutely free. It's easy to set up too, and I have basic training that'll teach you exactly how to do this, okay? So don't worry about needing to learn it all. I have step-by-step training to show you exactly how to do this. But all you do is you come over here and you boost your post. You make a post and you boost it. As you can see, I've just got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fan pages. I mean, it's endless. But let's find that woman one. Women who love horseback riding. Now, Facebook just searched and found a few posts. They found this t-shirt one. And just like that, I've got that. Now I pulled up the t-shirt and I can boost it. I can boost it to everybody in the United States. I'm going to boost it to women, okay? And let's see. Detailed targeting. Detailed targeting. Include people who match the following, right? So you can start real simple, and you can target people who are into like horseback riding. You just type in horseback riding and look at all these ones. And if you look on the right side, it shows how many people are in that whole entire audience. 29 million women are in the horseback riding niche in the United States. 419,000 therapeutic horseback riding. 5,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So let's go to this first one. Horseback riding. Now, just like that, United States women who are interested in horseback riding, 6 million people. So just like that, if I wanted to advertise to that audience, all I have to do is choose a budget, how much I want to spend per day, but let's make it small, $5, and then just leave the rest, leave it all the way it is until you become more pro. Just leave it all the way it is. I'm going to get engagement. Facebook's going to automatically do it for me, and I'm going to get charged no more than $5 a day. Just keep my ads running. Nothing major. Don't even worry about it. And then you just choose the ad creative, and over here, you got the desktop. This is what it's going to look like in the desktop newsfeed. It's going to say sponsored. But this is going to show up as a post in the Facebook newsfeed to women who love horseback riding. That's literally where it's going to show. Women who love horseback riding. Look at that. And it's also going to show in the mobile newsfeed. It's going to look like this. And it's going to show in the desktop right-hand column to look like that. And it's going to show on Instagram, but I'm going to remove that. Okay. So that's it. And I don't want to get advanced, but you can track how many sales come from it when you get a little bit more confident, but you don't even need to. All I'd have to do right now is just go place order. Okay, that's it. Place order. Now, unfortunately, I just placed it even though I'm just messing around, but I like doing funny stuff like that. Create a similar ad. I spend money. It's only $5. So create a similar ad, change the campaign, and I teach how to do this, so you don't need to worry, but just look how fast and easy this is. Now we're going to call this, like, whatever, campaign 2. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do this later. And now instead of horseback riding, you start thinking, you click in here, and you start looking at all the recommendations Facebook makes. Let's do rodeo, people who are interested in rodeo, and let's delete horseback riding. Now I got a new audience, a different 3 million women that like the rodeo. So I just come down here, do the same thing, go down, and I could put more stuff in, but I don't need to, and place the order. There's the rodeo audience. Then I create this similar ad. It just takes seconds, you guys. The first couple times learning it, you're gonna dot your I's and cross your T's. But after you learn it, you're not going to worry. And you'll probably use a different title, but don't worry. Look, I'm just showing you how simple this is. So you put your mouse right here. Oh, look at this. Women who are interested in cowboy. Women who are interested in cutting, which is a horse-related sport. Equestrian stuff. Competitive trail riding, right? So let's do cowboy. And then you erase rodeo. And see, you've got a new audience now, 4 million people. And just leave everything the same. Choose Ad Creative. Leave everything the same. And go down here and you place the order. Now, is there more to this? Of course there's more to this. If I had time to train you, which I'm trying not to eat up everybody's whole night, but if I had time to train you, I would teach you a few basic things like exactly how to title your campaign names to get the best results. Okay, that's the first thing. You don't just want to put 4. I'm just being fast. I would teach you the exact, we would drill down a little bit more to get you an audience that's going to convert a little bit more, okay? I'm going to teach you basically how to, if an ad is going well, and you're like, Chris, it's making money, what should I do? When an ad's going well, I'm going to show you how to scale it out. Because if you're spending $5 and you're making 10, then you're going to want to spend 500 and make 1,000. You're going to want to spend 5,000 and make 10,000. So you have to scale. You have to learn how to scale when something's going well. I'll teach you how to do that. On the flip side, let's say it's losing money. You're like, Chris, hold on. I'm not making money from this. I'll teach you how to pause it. I'll teach you how to look and study and see which ads are which and pause it. Now, if you're wondering if this is beginner friendly, beginners are my #1 audience. That's who I've taught the most. I do have some advanced people, but beginners are my #1 market. So as you can see here, just basically going through, I just said another one. I mean, it's cool. I'm going to show you also URL tags. Okay, this works with something I have called bridge pages. And URL tags is something that you want to start using because what it'll do is it'll tell you exactly if somebody buys this product, it'll tell you exactly which ad it came from. So let's say that you placed $100 worth of ads and you made $200. You're thinking, wow, that's great. But what if all those $200 in sales came from the rodeo keyword and all the rest of the keywords sucked? They weren't converting at all. You would want to know that because you could pause all the other keywords and scale out the rodeo one because rodeo ends up being the big hit. Well, I'll tell you how to put in the keywords right here to be able to track exactly what to track. And I'll show you SmartMember has this all done for you. This right here is one of the most complicated topics on Facebook. And I even see people on Facebook saying, Chris, teach a course on this. Please teach us how to use this. But guess what? I did one better. SmartMember does all of this for you. It's really simple. You just click that, you copy that code right there, you copy that, and then you just go over to SmartMember. Any SmartMember site, Billiards, SmartMember site, any different SmartMember site you can. Let me go to Help and Help or whatever. Oh no, that's not mine. That's like one of the members ones. You go to any SmartMember site you want, and you just place it in there. It's literally I don't need to do it right now because I've already got stuff in there, but you just go right here to Build, Site Settings. And you have your ad tracking right there. You literally could go in there and just paste it in. It's like so easy. Paste in your Google Analytics. Paste. You guys, and it's done. What that means is now everybody who ever visits your SmartMember site, you can automatically remarket to them on Facebook. If somebody comes to your site, as soon as they log into Facebook, they're going to instantly see an ad for you. It's so easy to do. It's so awesome. So anyways, when it's all said and done, this is what you do. You just place these ads, and then you go back to your page, women who love horseback riding or whatever, and there you have your niche. and now you have the chance to be able to sell these whatever items. This is like e-commerce. This site's all set up. This is just as easy as everything I showed you. This company handles everything, and you know, if you sell a lot, like 789 for $39, you're making about $20 profit per one, say, or maybe more, and that's after ad spend. So let's look at the math on it. You might not think there's much money in something like this, but look, $20 times 789 equals $15,000. Look, it adds up. Look at this design. It's a heartbeat with a horse. Do you think you could replace that horse and have it be an image of a pit bull, and then target pit bull lovers? Do you think you could? You know, think about all the niches that women are interested in, every pet they could possibly have, everything they own, or what about even like, you know, things that they love, you know, all kinds of things, like maybe even cities that they love, like a monument inside of a city, you know, that they love that city, or, you know, having fun with it and thinking of all kinds of sports that they might play, sporting teams they might like. Now, of course, you're going to avoid copyright infringement. You're not going to put a team logo, but there's so much money. There's more money than you might think to be made doing this stuff. I mean, look at all, if you just look at all these top niches. Look, if nurses, you could build a membership site about nurses, and 3,000 shirts sold for $22.99. The nurse's mom, targeting moms of nurses, and that's about $10 profit a piece. That's $30,000 in profit right there. Or this one right here, relaunched. So they already made a bunch of money, and they relaunched it and sold 3,000. And look at this. Look at this design right here. My craft allows me to assist anyone in the world. I possess a skill set 98% of the population can't do. I'm the last of a dying breed of people who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. And it's got like the medical profession, the nursing profession, right? And you go to the front of it, nurse. It's that simple. Nurse. $3,050, selling for $43.95. I guarantee they're making at least $20 profit on each one of these. Okay? You do the math. Look at the math here. $3,050 times $20 profit. $61,000 in profit. Okay? There is an amazing amount of money to be made. So you might be saying, well, Chris, can you train me this? Yeah, absolutely. This is what I do for a living. That's why Anthony had me out. You know, one of my Smart Member sites teaches all this advertising. Look, how Chris Record made $15,000 selling one T-shirt. Exactly what we're talking about right now. I give a case study of exactly, step by step, exactly what I did. Now look, I'll just kind of click through it. Look at, I go through and actually do PowerPoints, show exactly how I found the shirt, exactly how it was designed, how I paid $25 for somebody to make it look like that, and then I went and flipped it and made $15,000 in profit. Then went and turned around and relaunched it and made another $15,000. I show how the profit works. I show how the ads look. I show how to do all the targeting. I show everything, exactly what to do step by step. And it's so easy that I'm able to teach this video in 8 minutes. And look at this, 22,000. Look at these stats there, 22,000, 15,000. I show how to do this that fast. And it's pretty powerful. And that's just one video. That's
one video. How many of you would like to learn that? Just out of curiosity, how many of you would like to learn that? Just say yes in the chat box. See, here's the powerful thing about this, and I want it to be very clear because we all have our own niches. I know we've got a lot of people in here that are in e-commerce. I know we have a lot of people in here that are just, you know, literally affiliates. I know we have a lot of people in here who are building their email list, but you don't really know what you're going to promote right now. You don't know if you're going to, you know, be an affiliate or if you're going to do e-commerce and whatnot. I know we have a lot of people in here, like I said, that have digital products that you're building, and you also might have even your own book. And with that, what you need to learn is that this is valid to anyone and everyone who's basically wants to generate traffic on the internet and build an email list. The way these two things work together is quite simple. You use Smart Member as a freebie. You create a free content course to get your new subscribers really excited, so that they're really excited about being a part of your email list, so that they're more likely to respond and more likely, obviously, to buy when you send them emails. And then you also use the dark post profits, which is what Chris said, which is the training to generate the traffic on the internet to get to your pages. Now, Chris has so many different examples of so many different things he's doing, but how many of you feel like you understand what these two things are? I know Chris just barely. Chris, go back to the Dark Post Profits members area for me real quick. So this is Chris's Dark Post Profits training. Okay, so this is a training members area, of course, built with Smart Member. Why not? That shows you a ton of different techniques on how to generate traffic using the methods that Chris has used, okay? So everybody understand that. Just say yes if you understand that. Do you understand that Dark Post Profits right here is all about getting you traffic? It's all about helping you get laser-targeted traffic. Then, of course, you would use your opt-in pages, whether it be mobile opt-in for the mobile traffic or your other standard opt-in pages, and you would say, hey, when you get this traffic from Facebook, you'd say, hey, let's say somebody who's having issues with their dog, here's this great members area that I'm going to give you access to with all this awesome stuff to teach you how to train your dog. And you would use Smart Member to design that members area, pull in that free content off of YouTube, and deliver a high-quality product right off the bat. Then you simply take over and start sending emails. Now you can send emails to promote products from JVZoo, from ClickBank, and from other affiliate networks, or your own book, your own e-commerce products. Does everybody understand that? Okay, it looks like everybody says yes. Okay, it looks like everybody's saying yes. So this is basically what we wanted to do, is show you that Chris has, he has the awesome software to create the great free giveaway. And additionally, he has an awesome members area here that will teach you the traffic training that you need in order to get that massive amount of traffic to build your list. So I just wanted to I'm trying to kind of tie it in for everybody, Chris, so that they're all very, very clear on on kind of what this is, how it works. How many of you feel like this would be good for your business? Just say yes if you feel like it would be good for your business. Just say yes. Okay. So you feel like this would be something that's good for you and for your business to build your email list, to give value, to get more profit out of your email list, both short term and long term, and then obviously to get traffic, because we all need traffic. We know that, right? We all need traffic, and this is what's going to help you get that traffic. And it's just one of the awesome ways. I told you I was going to bring you a lot of traffic training, right? I said I'm going to show you how to bring the traffic to your pages. You're not going to have to worry about it. And that's what we're doing. We're targeting partners of mine, laser-targeted partners who have great products, training, value, and knowledge that they can kind of transfer to you, so that you're able to start building that list and generating more profits from the efforts you're already doing. So I see a lot of people saying that they are pretty excited about the opportunity, Chris. So I feel like everybody kind of knows what each of these things are. I feel like they kind of know that this is what Smart Member does, and this is what Dark Post Profits does, and this is why we need the two of them together. It looks like that from obviously from all the comments I'm getting here. Everybody seems to be saying, yeah, they completely understand it.
Yeah, so the two complement each other, right? Smart Member is where you're going to basically give your leads a community where you can build a relationship with them that's further than just your email inbox. They're still going to be in your email inbox. They're still there. You're still going to send them emails, but you're giving them like a community to play around with, and it creates people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Whether they're buying from you or your brand, people buy from people they know, they like, and they trust. And that's what Smart Member does. Smart Member builds a community where people know, like, and trust you, and it helps you monetize, because you can use banners on the side. You can use so much stuff. You can do lightbox pop-ups. There's so much stuff you can do to be able to generate income from that same list, and that's how I'm able to generate pretty significant income. Then Dark Post Profits is the training course. I have 3 versions. I have 3 editions, if you will, 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. And the reason I have the 3 editions is because Facebook is constantly updating. So every time Facebook updates, I make sure to bring all my students along with me and make sure that I keep them updated on the latest strategies possible. And then I also have coaching, and my coaching is online group coaching, kind of like Anthony Morrison has his coaching. If anybody has related to me at all, in 2016, I'm going to be running a pretty significant coaching program where we are creating tons of people to make 6 figures. It's called my 6-Figure Traffic Academy, and we're absolutely just doing phenomenal there. So this is basically what I would love to do. Is I would love to spend as much time as you guys want and as much time as Anthony wants training, but I know that we can't stay all night. So since we can't stay all night, here's what I'd like to do. I'd love to make you guys an offer that I'm close friends with Anthony Morrison. I'd love to make you guys an offer on if you wanted to use SmartMember for your own stuff, and if you wanted to get training from me on how to crush it with Facebook advertising, and if you wanted a little extra help even coaching, I'd love to make you an offer that I just think is unbelievable. It's an offer better than anything I've ever done, and this year I think is going to be some of your best year. But before I do, before I share anything with you about you guys coming on board, I just want to know, regardless of whether or not you use SmartMember, can you tell me, was tonight valuable? Did I at least serve value for you? If I was to end the webinar right now, if I was just to press the end button, or if it accidentally ended, would you guys feel that you got incredible value out of today? That's just really just what I want to understand, because that's my main goal. I want you guys to understand that I'm a teacher. I'm a trainer. And you guys realize, like, Anthony cut me off a few times because he knows I would train till midnight. If it's 8 p.m. here on the West Coast, I would train till midnight.
We would be here all night long.
I would, because I just love it. I would just keep going forever. So that's just how I am. So.
Wait, they all say so would Anthony, and that's the thing is when you put anyone on our webinars with me that is long-winded, it could end up being like a midnight extravaganza. But I do know that a lot of people have said, "Hey," everybody's saying that I do the same thing. We love what we do, and that's what I want to tell you. Look, I told you that at the beginning of this year, for those of you that were with me at the beginning of the year, for those of you that knew, you're hearing this now. I told you my goal for you is to help you build the most incredible business model pertaining to email marketing that I possibly can. That means that we're going to go down this little profit path together, okay? We're going to talk about traffic, and traffic has all these little branches. Then we're going to talk about your opt-in page, has all these little branches. We're going to also talk about sending emails, which has all these little branches. I'm going to show you some awesome training, the same thing I showed Chris about sending emails to help him literally double his open rates. I'm going to be teaching you that. I'm going to be showing you that strategy. Of course, the only way you can learn it is if you show up here on our weekly Success Connection coaching sessions. But the point is, our goal is to give you and provide you the right information, put you on the right path, and then if you choose to kind of take advantage of some of these things that we have to offer you, you can. Not every week is there even something that is offered. A lot of times we'll just literally train. But this kind of stuff, what Chris has built is phenomenal. How many of you would agree SmartMember is phenomenal? Just say yes if you believe SmartMember is phenomenal. Hold on one second. I see somebody, Chris, I'm sorry, man, I got to divert for like 2 seconds because we do have some people that are new to the Success Connection, which means I don't think they understand me quite as well.
Okay. Let me jump in. Let me go. And I'm seeing like the comments are so, you guys are so active. Like he asked if you guys wanted to say yes to that, and there's like hundreds of yeses. I mean, it's so much that I can't even scroll my mouse and find the bottom yet. That's so crazy. There's like so many people on right now. You guys are awesome. Okay, well let me just break this down for you guys, and don't worry. You guys don't need to be intimidated because this is, I'll give you guys like literally just a deal that's so good. Everybody here will be thanking me. And by the way, you don't need to purchase it. It's not like, you can always go do something else. I'm okay with that. You know, this is my baby. I would love to welcome you to the community. I would love for you to be a new member with us in Smart Member, and I would love to get to know you and train you and everything. But listen, even if all you got was the free training, I can live with that. I just want to serve value. So as long as I'm helping to empower your life, then tonight was worth it for me, spending my time away from family to be able to do that, okay? So Smart Member officially launches to the public. We're still doing our internal rounds right now. This is our last one. Smart Member officially launches to the public in March. This is going to be the prices. There will be a basic level, which will be a trial. So that's just trial, trial offer, just to let people see it. And then it'll be $97 a month when it launches for the Pro version. And then it'll be $297 a month for the unlimited version. These will be the levels that it launches for in March. Don't worry, you don't have to pay these. That's just what everybody else is going to pay. Now, keep in mind, though, don't go around preaching that you got such a good deal from Anthony Morrison's webinar, because then everybody's going to hate me for giving you guys a great deal. But you're still part of the original group there. So $297 a month limited, and people will keep this for years, because when they get 50% open rates or whatever, 25% open rates, and when they have all their leads in there and they have their community in there, this isn't like something people try for a month. People are going to have this for years. It's going to be fantastic. And unlimited basically means unlimited sites, unlimited hosting, unlimited everything you could think of. It's crazy. Like, my server bill is going to be $50,000 a month alone. Okay, I'm intimidated, but it's going to be worth it, because we're going to change lives. Okay, so this is that. And then bridge pages and the other tools that come with it also. Some of those will be sold separately, but I'm not even going to go into that. This is just going to be the main prices when Smart Member launches. $297 a month unlimited. Dark Post Profits had 3 versions. It had 1.0 right there, 2.0, and then it had 3.0. Okay, and 2.0 came with software plus training as well, so it's a little bit more. And then this one was just training, and then this one, it launches in February. So 3.0. So every year, this is my 2014 training, my 2015 training, and my 2016 training. So these are all pretty cool right here too. These are the prices that they're actively selling for right now. This one right here is selling for $100 on a flat fee. This one right here is selling for $497, because it comes with 2 softwares. $297 and then $97 each for the softwares. And then this one right here is $997, because I got popular, and basically, there's going to be like 1,000 customers, and 1,000 times 1,000 is like, a million. So it's like, it's just huge how much that's grown. My course is known now as like the go-to Facebook advertising course in the industry. So I've got those 3. This one right here comes with software, which is pretty cool. It comes with software to manage all your Facebook comments. Now, I don't need to do a demo of this for you, but let's just say that when you're posting a lot of when you're doing a lot of ads, you don't have time to look at the comments. And if somebody says just one negative thing, they could persuade a bunch of people to not buy what you're selling. So you want to make sure you can manage that and delete that. And if somebody says something positive, but they have a buying question, like, is this going to be shipped in 1 week? Or can I get this in size XXXL? Or do you have this in the color red? Or whatever it might be. That's a buying question. You answer it, and then boom, next thing you know, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more sales because other people read it. So managing comments is important, but nobody's got time for that. So I watch people lose thousands of dollars, and it's crazy. And then I also have an ads database of 15,000 ads. Now, what that means is just, if you need inspiration, if you wake up in the morning and you're like, man, I want to do this, I just need inspiration, you just go to my database and you search in a word like real estate, and it'll show you like 100 real estate ads or 200 real estate ads. You can just browse through, scroll through while you're drinking your morning coffee, and you're like, oh wow, this one looks awesome. Look how they're getting buyer and seller leads. Or you type in like author, and you look and you find somebody who's selling their books. Or you type in webinar, and you find someone who's booking their webinars. Or you type in pug, and you find somebody who's advertising, pug-related, dog-related stuff. It's just such a useful tool. This tool alone has made me so much money, because you can model after successful ads. So it comes with all this. And just so you know that I'm not like some people like put up a whole bunch of hyped up value and stuff on all their products. But let me show you this. like for real. This is me right here, Dark Post Profits, join the hottest Facebook advertising course. And this is me in my office, very high quality videos. I mean, this is like the real deal. This is me talking, this is me selling the whole entire course, walking through it. This is such a powerful course right here, and it comes with so much stuff, and I want to prove to you guys something really quick. I just want to prove to you. Look at this. Look at this, $4.97. I make sales every day. This is like a legit product. I'm telling you, this has legit value. $4.97. It's not like I'm making it up. It's just, it's right there. These products really do sell. Like some speakers come out and they just like say, like they're, you know, oh, this has a value of this or this has a value of that. These are the actual real costs. Okay. So what I have is that, and then I have coaching. My coaching is $9.97 a year for my weekly coaching. Okay. So those are that's basically me in a nutshell. I do have, you know, other products. It's not like this is the only stuff I teach. I specialize in this stuff and have for quite a while, but this is kind of my main gist of things. So let's take a look at this. The bundle offer that I'd love to give for you is pretty awesome. Okay. First thing is I can give you an offer right here where I'll bundle all of this together for you. Okay. I'll bundle all of this together for you. Look.
Let me just ask, how many of you would like everything? You know, the Smart Member and the entire website creation so you can create the products so that you're able to then create, obviously, really high-quality giveaways and obviously high-quality lists, but then also you want the training too, right? So it's not just one. Here's the thing I told Chris when he came on here, and he's about to tell you this in just a second, that I'm really, 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 really big on two things. Number one, providing everything that you need all at one time. That's really, you know, and for me, that's what I do, like with my products, with my software. It's like, this is what you need to accomplish what I'm showing you right here. Case in point, done, right? Also, I'm really big on not having a lot of monthly fees. So a lot of you know, like with mobile opt-in, I will be charging a monthly fee for that once we get through our opening launch this month. And so Chris, as you can see, he's got a lot of different, obviously a lot of different options here. I don't really like all of the, you know, the monthly fees for these types of things. So you'll see what we came together with, and I actually had Chris create order forms that have my name on them because we had talked about this prior, and I told him that we had to do something a little different, not the same thing that we would do that he does for everybody. If he came on the Success Connection. So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. And Chris, I'll let you kind of take it over so we can give them, I see, like, how many of you would like the link to be able to grab this? Just say yes in the chat box. I already saw a ton of people. Some people say they love me already. It's all because of you. Sherry said she loves me. I think it's because she loves your training, or the fact that I talk too much. Now a few people are asking me if they can marry me. My fiance can probably hear these words, and you all might see a cameo of her if I say that out loud one more time. And I will show you all Chloe in a second. Chris, I'm going to let you take it away, man. Let's give them the link so that I know a lot of people are ready to rock and roll with this, and I want to be able to get them enrolled.
Yep, yeah, I'm reading the comments. You guys are fascinating. They're like Chris, bump the unlimited down to $19.97 and I'm in per year. But listen, I was going to do better than that. Hold on. Look, here, this is what everybody else, I have to be upfront and transparent and tell you this is what everybody else is going to pay. I'm going to let a lot of people in on a trial offer because I think they'll get hooked when they start using it, okay? And this is probably going to launch in March. I'm going to let a lot of people in on a trial offer. And then the most common one is probably going to be, probably 99, this is going to be actually for Pro, sorry. The Pro level will probably be the most common, I would imagine, $97 a month, but then they'll hit limits and they'll be like, wait, I want to build more membership sites, and so then they'll want like the fully unlimited package where they can build one for every niche and they can build massive lists and they can really target. And this will be, once they see the value of it, once they realize if they'll be making thousands of dollars a month, so $297 will seem like nothing. People will do it when they're paying. So this is going to be like what people pay, but this is not going to be what you're going to pay. Anthony literally asked me if I could put together a custom order form and a custom product before the webinar. that's a special deal, better for you guys than everybody else. Anthony's crazy like that. He just wants to give everybody the best deal.
10 minutes before the webinar goes live, by the way. I'm like,
right before the webinar goes live, he's like, look, man, he's like, can we just give him like a better deal because I just love my people. Anthony just loves you guys, and I see why. Look at how you guys are all up still, and you've listened to me like talk 100 miles per hour. You're still here. That's pretty awesome. So what I've done is for Anthony, it's a special exclusive for friends of Anthony Morrison. I bundled together Smart Member. I've bundled together Dark Post Profits 1, 2, and 3, so you get all the training. You don't need to go through it all, but there's a nice little search box. So whatever you want to learn, you're one search away from learning all from my best training. And I have, this coaching right here. I can't throw in the whole coaching, but what I've got is I've got custom coaching that I'm going to throw in. Custom coaching, where I'm going to basically give you several sessions that's going to be beginner focused, because this is what Anthony wanted, and this is something that's going to be pretty good for everybody. Beginner focused, basically Q&A sessions, answering your questions and helping you set up your lead magnets with Smart Member. So this is going to be like, it's going to be several sessions. Okay, it's not just going to be one. They're going to be beginner focused. Anthony's big on he knows advanced people will go find the information they're looking for, but beginners need the focus. They need like step by step. What's 1, 2, 3? And so he wants to make sure that if you guys do this, that you don't just look. If you just spend money, it's an expense. But if you can invest and make money, it's an ROI. It's an ROI. So that's our goal to get it. So what we're doing right here is unlimited. I'm willing to bundle in my unlimited package, the biggest one. Other people will spend $3,000 a year for this. I believe people stay on for like 5 years. So that's like $15K for 5 years of that software. And watch, mark my words, you will see people do it. I promise you will see people do it. I'll throw that in. Easily $3,000 a year value right there. I'll throw it in. Unlimited, which means unlimited everything, by the way. If you want to create sites, it's unlimited sites. You can create as many as you like. Unlimited members, unlimited hosting. You don't have any hosting fees, nothing. Nothing at all. And then over here, Dark Post Profits training, I'll throw in 1, 2, and 3, and the software. Altogether, that's another $1,500. So right there, that's $4,500. And then my $497, $500 coaching package right there. So that's literally like $5,000 in value. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically not give it to you. Like everybody, look at these comments. 50% off. Please, 50% off. No, we'll do a little bit better than that. So instead of doing it for 50% off, literally I'll go all the way, if you look at the cost right here, if you look at $5,000 value, and we're talking real value, not, I could easily say it's like $20,000 value because it's killer. $5,000 actual real cost. This is actually real cost, not like hyped up value. $5,000 real cost, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to basically offer a discount right now to everybody. That's roughly 80% off for friends of Anthony Morrison. And I'm going to offer you a fast action bonus, and I'm going to throw up the link, fast action bonus, and anybody that wants to take me up on this package, here's exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get Smart Member, the lead magnet, plus the monetization, and all the entire unlimited everything. You're going to get the entire Dark Post Profits course, and you're going to get several sessions with me walking you through from a beginner standpoint for 80% off. Okay, literally just $9.97 for the whole thing, everything. And I know some people in the comments are like, wow, they were expecting more like $29.97 for that. And I'm going to give you a fast action bonus, and I'm going to drop the link. But fast action bonus, Anthony, there's a lot of people on, but I don't know how big you want this number, so I'll let you choose the number. But I'm a believer. The name of my company is Take Massive Action LLC. So I always want to reward people who are the fastest to take action. So when I post a link, whatever number Anthony chooses as the fastest to take action, I'm going to throw in something so awesome. I will throw in, I have a conference twice a year called my 3C conference. 3C conference. I'll throw in 2 VIP tickets, which you don't have to go, but they're worth $4.97 each, and people are paying for them. And I'll throw in 3C conference recordings from July. And those right there are currently selling on the market for $9.97. I'll give you those. You guys, real quick.
Because I think I'm speaking at that event. So
yep. Yeah. I think you're speaking.
I believe that you guys will enjoy the 3C conference because, yeah, I'll be there. I think Adrian will be there, and we'll be
over 1,000 people in attendance. This is a huge conference. There I am. It's a huge conference. I teach people how to create traffic, capture leads, convert sales. And look, just so you know, this is no hype, no fluff, no nothing. Look at this, $497 right here on the page. $497. Get tickets right there. $497. And watch. Let me go to manage events. Watch this. Where are we at? 1,400 people registered. 1,400 people registered for this event, you guys. That is going to be that's just going to be huge. So I'm literally doing that, and the 3C recordings, you guys, you can have them. You can have access to them right now if you want. I can give them to you. I can basically tonight. I can even give them to you. You get a whole site here. 3C conference recordings. These guys are just great. Look, they're just a fun library to have. They're $997. These are all millionaires. They're all multimillionaires, and they're all teaching. I mean, email marketing, e-commerce, the founder of JVZoo, affiliate marketing, millionaire internet marketer, Facebook advertiser, and then I do a bunch. You guys, this is just, it sells for $997 right now. I'm throwing those in, and Anthony, I just want two things. One, tell me a number to put right here for the first X amount of people, and then let me throw down the link for everybody to come, everybody that wants to take advantage of that.
Most of the time when I do it, everybody knows. I always say, hey, look, the first 25 people that grab this get this bonus. So you can put the link down, and we'll do the first 25. What I want to tell everybody, okay, we want to put the link in the chat too. So go ahead and put the link in the chat. Here's what I do want to tell you all, though. True story. And I made this link for Chris because I made sure that Chris. So that's why you see it's amviplink.com. I made this link for Chris. I'll put it in the chat here, and it's because I wanted to make sure that I had this special order form for you. But here's what I want to tell you. A couple of things. What's crazy about this is I actually tried to buy a copy of Smart Member, okay, but not like my own little copy of Smart Member. That's not what I tried to do. I tried to buy Smart Member so that I could provide that to all of you. And Chris will tell you, I talked with him, I think it was about 6 months ago. I said, hey, look, we'd really like to buy a copy of that. We'd like to use it. We would like to also be able to provide it to all of our students. And Chris said, no. And I said, okay, well, look, I'll give you $50,000 for it. And if you'll just sell me a copy of it, you can still keep Smart Member. I'll create mine, and mine can be called like Dumb Member. It doesn't matter to me. I just want the software, the ability, the capabilities, all this stuff. $50,000. Chris is like, yeah, no, we can't do that. We spent all this money on development. I'm like, yeah, but it's 50 grand, and I get it, and it's all good, and this would be great. And he said no. So that'll tell you about how much he thinks it's worth and how much he spent on it, because I actually really did try to buy the whole system from him. So I do believe it's very good. I see some of you in here. First of all, how many of you are grabbing this right now? Just say yes if you're grabbing it. If you're grabbing Smart Member right now and the whole entire package, looks like, well, there's so many people saying yes, I can't really keep up with it. It's free. Go to webinar, just freezes on me. So you can go there. Obviously, it's a little different than what you're used to for me. It's a PayPal checkout. It's not just a regular checkout link. That's because Chris is using JVZoo to process it. So I'm not able to.
I have a credit card option on there too, just below the PayPal.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so you can use either or then. You go to amviplink.com/Chris. Go there right now. The first 25 of you get the bonus. I do believe the bonus training is good. In fact, some of you came to my Build Send Profit Live event. I know JC Lynn's in here and Don Barry's in here. There's a lot of you in here that really did that enjoyed our conference. And our conference was just us, right? Just our stuff, right? This obviously there's a lot of speakers and trainers, and I know Chris invited me to speak there, and I invited Adrian to speak there. There's a lot of other really phenomenal people that will be there speaking. So it's a great event, and even if you can't make it to the event because it's short notice, it's perfectly fine because you can still get all the event recordings, which I think is really, really cool. And it makes it much easier for you to consume the content if you're not able to go. So it's an awesome piece of software. It's an awesome group of training. Basically, everything in it is really good.
Chris, a couple of people, they said they want a confirmation. This is $9.97 one time only, right?
It's $9.97 lifetime access. There's no fees for my software at all. The only thing that there might be any other cost would be third-party applications. You know, I can't control.
So basically, what Chris is saying is, get it now, and you don't have to pay anything else for it. I told you I'm real big on not having a whole lot of monthly fees and annual fees, and they start to add up. What happens is you buy a lot of stuff, and then it's like, and this happens to me. I have some software right now that we actually just canceled $800 a month. And I paid this bill, $800 a month, for this split testing software, which I built into our mobile opt-in applications, where I got the idea from. And I paid $800 a month for it. And I literally paid for it for like 3 years. I forgot I was paying for it because I have so many monthly things on my credit card right now that I literally just didn't even realize I was still paying for it. And I'm thinking, oh, man. And so I know that happens to people. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not some really good products and some really good services and some really good things that you can pay a monthly fee for. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that something like this, I asked Chris, I said, look, can we please do no monthly fees? And I'm not going to lie to you, Chris argued with me a little bit about it. That's just kind of, when you go in and you try to change the way people are running their business and what they're doing, that's a difficult thing. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to try to, I don't want to create a burden for you, like a financial burden, but what I do want you to see is that there are tools that will make life a little easier. Mobile opt-in, it's literally a must-have for email marketers. If you don't use it, I don't know what to tell you. For email marketers, if you're not using a very good premium, I mean, if you're not using something phenomenal that you can give away to get people to opt into your list, to make people excited about what they're, about being on your list, then you're not maximizing the potential that you really could have. Now, could you build premiums yourself? Absolutely. Chris already told you that. I've told you that. It's not like you can't do it on your own. The question is, will you, right? You see, when the learning curve is steep and when the action curve is steep, right, we tend to stop. We tend to sit down here and never try to push the ball up the hill. I always use this analogy because we're looking all the way up the hill at all that stuff we have to do, and we're thinking, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. In fact, I do the same thing. Look, I got notes. Look at this. Notes. I got notepads full of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff that I feel like is kind of up the hill for me, right? And I'm always looking for ways to make it faster, make it easier, make it simpler, so that I'm not looking at such a high climb, so I'll actually take the first step, right? That's the reason why I brought, that's the reason why I brought you on here, and that's the reason why, I wanted to allow Chris to offer you this, because I feel like it's an easy first step to building a quality list. And Chris, I do see, I don't know, I can't really see how many people have joined this, but I do see a lot of people, and they're asking if they're in the first 25 that have purchased it. Brad's in. Looks like, let's see. Well, actually, it's just going so fast. William, Leo, and then
I can read off names if you want. I can come in here and read off names if you want to welcome some people. There's a lot of people coming in right now, you guys. I don't have the total count, but I can see all the names right now. But there's a lot of people coming in, and JVZU updates like 5 minutes, so it comes in like 5-minute increments. But I can, I don't know if you want me to read people's names off, or if you want, I can stay and also do Q&A. Like if there's anybody on the fence, I would be more than happy to clarify some things, such as that lifetime unlimited access deal. Maybe there's people on the fence that would love to join, and they just have one question. It's like, hey, this is my question. Answer this, and I'll come right on. I'd love to take time to be able to do that too. I've got time here if you need me.
Yeah, definitely. I think a few people just want to make sure that there are 25 that they're still in the first 25, and I think that's the case because I mean, obviously, if you don't announce that they're not in, that the 25 are over with, you're going to have to honor it. So that's just kind of how that works. So as long as it's still available, it's still available. One thing I do want to do is I want to be very clear with something, okay? Because I told Chris this before we got on here. A lot of you are new today because you just bought mobile opt-in from us. you just got enrolled in Mobile Opt-in. You got to understand that we do these weekly coaching calls every single week, right? I'm on here every week. And so a lot of people on here already have Mobile Opt-in. They actually got it at the early part of last year, right? Or middle of last year. So I want you to understand something. We, for those of you that are brand new and you just came on from last week with when we did some great promos with my very good friends Jay and Anik, and this is your first time on here. Understand that this is not like a must-have if you just got Mobile Opt-in. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is we want to be able to provide you great tools, right? And that's kind of my job as a coach. And also, one of the things that's important for you to know about me, especially if you're brand new, I mean, there's tons of people in here that already tell you this anyway, is that I'm not afraid to admit that I'm not the smartest person at everything, right? You'll find that I am very humbled by the fact that I know so many great people. Adrian is just stupid smart on Facebook. Chris is ridiculous smart on Facebook. I am dumb on Facebook. I managed to get my own Facebook account banned. Go figure, right? And I didn't even do anything. I didn't even know what I was doing. But then I got good. And the funny thing is, Adrian told me, put that up, you're going to get banned. We were in Florida last year. He told me this. And he literally said, put that ad on there, you're going to get banned. I put it on there, 24 hours later, banned, right? It's all about coaching. If you have the right coach, then you can do really, really good things, right? And so for me, I want to be able to bring you the best of the best of the best in each specific thing. Now, they're not free. They don't owe me anything. They're not going to come on here and just say, well, here, just let me give everything away. But I also don't want to hold you back, right? I don't want to hold you back and be like, okay, well, there's no opportunity for you to learn awesome Facebook, methods. There's no opportunity for you to get, access to something that could build you a great free giveaway, all because I'm so into myself and thinking, oh, well, I'm never going to, admit that I can't do it all, right? How many of you can appreciate that? Just say yes if you appreciate that. Understand that I know what I know, and I love to teach what I know, right? But when we get to certain things, I'll probably bring guests on. And those of you that have been with me for, I guess, 48 weeks now, all know that that's what I do, right? I always do that. And hopefully you can appreciate that. It gets you access to some really smart people that can teach you some really awesome things. It doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, Chris is the end-all, be-all, and Anthony is an idiot, and you should follow Chris for the rest of your life and forget about me. Sorry, Chris. But what it does mean is that smart people follow smart people, right? And I network with Chris to learn from Chris. Chris networks with me to learn from me. In fact, Chris, did I not give you one specific thing in LA around Thanksgiving? I told you one thing, and this was kind of tax advice, but it was not tax advice, that could honestly save you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Are you talking about the time down in LA or the time in Florida? You're talking about the
LA, when we were sitting there with Alex and Mike and everybody, we were talking about how some of the things I do.
Well, let me put it this way. Like you said, like when it comes to Facebook, like your brother Adrian and myself, we're like these experts, and you're like the Facebook dummy who gets his ads flagged and stuff like that. Well, when it comes to finances, we're like the dummies, and Anthony Morrison is like this genius who, in a second life, must have been an accountant and a lawyer and tax advisor and everything, because he's obviously, you're well educated. You've obviously spent a lot of time learning not only how to make money but how to manage money. So yeah, I would consider Anthony's advice and the little nuggets of information he's shared with me on finances to be at the level that we're at right now. That's the kind of stuff that can make or break an extra $500,000 in taxes if you do it wrong. So
that's what I was trying to convey to everybody, is that there's things I'm good at, there's things Chris is good at, there's things my brother's good at, and what we like, and when we get together, we all benefit from each other, right? And so the unfair advantage that I feel, or the unfair thing that I feel happens to a lot of you, okay? If you're not in this kind of quote unquote inner circles, here's what happens. You go buy this great product. You have it. But then you start following this person who's maybe just great at Facebook marketing. But maybe Facebook marketing isn't something isn't the only thing that you need to make your business successful. But this person won't tell you about it. Anybody else won't introduce you to anybody else because he wants to sell you everything under the sun that he has, right? And so you miss out on that interaction with, say, somebody like myself, who may not know Facebook marketing, but I can teach you an awful lot about how to build your email list with mobile traffic, and I can teach you a lot about making money sending emails. I can also teach you some fan page techniques, just maybe not ads on Facebook. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create an experience that was different. I wanted to create an experience where you kind of had the opportunity to sit in on my conversations, to sit in on my networking conversations with people like Chris. And that's where I came up with the Success Connection. It was me connecting you with a lot of successful people so that you can have more success, because that's what happens to us. That's how I've had success. That's how, that's how Chris has had success. That's how my brothers had success. It's being connected with other people that are successful, right? And so I just want you to realize that that's why we do this. Sure, look, total, complete, transparent honesty, right? That's what I always do. Sure, we love to host these webinars. We love to sell Chris's product. Clearly, Chris pays us a commission when we sell his product. But we're not going to get on here and sell you a bunch of crap. That isn't going to happen. In fact, we're only going to get on here and sell you what you need. There's so many other things under the sun I could bring on here where people could say, look, 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 press this little button and you'll make $10 million, and you can be all excited and happy and feel good and all that stuff. And then it's total crap, you feel ripped off, and you hate me, and you don't show back up to the Success Connection. I will never do that. It will never happen, okay? You will always only hear about good quality things from good quality people on here, okay? And not every week is going to be one of those weeks where we sell something. It's important to be aware of and prepare for things in life that you don't expect. How many of you would agree for that? Or agree with that you should be prepared for things in life that you don't expect to come along, right? Just keep saying yes if you do, right? So let me show you something. This is total unscripted stuff, right? I just happen to be, I'm on my laptop right now because that thing froze up. So it happened to be in front of me. Okay, you have to be aware that things in life pop up that maybe you didn't know you needed to be prepared for, but you need to be prepared for. Let me show you an example of that for me, okay? You all know that I tout mobile, run your life from your mobile phone, right? Well, look what happened to my beautiful mobile phone I think it was middle of last week. Now, this is a terrible disaster when you run your business. I'm just looking at your comments. From your mobile phone. I mean, just look at that. Destroyed. This was a $1,000 mistake, because then I had to go and I had to buy this one. This brand new one, right? And the whole reason that I had to buy the brand new one is because I was too cheap, this is true story, to invest in the cheap applicator. It was like $20. And I said, $20 for that? I'll never break my phone. And then I drop it and break it, and it cost me $972 to get this one. Talk about terrible decision. So what I like to do is, before you go placing ads on Facebook, right? Before you go giving away stuff in order just to be able to get your email list, I want to prepare you for the time that you feel like this, where maybe you make a mistake on your Facebook post, or maybe you get a good list, but you're not getting the engagement you want from them, right? Now, of course, mobile is different, but desktop. Okay, well, I'm just giving you an example of how you can kind of buy the AppleCare for your email building, right? For your email list building. You can buy the AppleCare by having and taking advantage of things just like this, right? And so it's something that I feel learn from your mistakes. I mean, trust me, when I bought this one, I bought AppleCare. It wasn't expensive, and it'll save me $1,000 in the future. So it's very important. Chris, I did see a lot of people that were asking me if you have a payment plan. I know we created a payment plan link. You didn't tell me if you were going to allow payment plans. I don't even know how many people have actually enrolled, but I know we're coming up on 10:30 Central Time anyway. So I want to be able, if we're going to offer some payment plan options, I'd like to do that. And I'd also like to tell it, once you put the payment plan link on there, we also need to put my link from my Facebook page so that everyone can go and leave a comment. Don't forget, you still qualify to win the $1,000 cash prize tonight. We'll be going on Facebook and taking a look at that after we take care of wrapping up this webinar. So, what do you think about the payment plan? And if we do a payment plan, where are we at?
I can do a payment plan. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do with these bonuses here because these orders are coming fast, and this is like that's $2,000 worth of stuff here. I'm already giving away, man. Tell you what,
can I tell you what I always do? Like, I mean,
what do you do?
I mean, this is just my, I don't know. Obviously, I normally have my own stuff that I'm promoting, but here's what I do. There's so many people that typically sit on here because they're not leaving because I won't shut up and you won't shut up. So since neither of us shut up, they stay and they don't want to leave because they don't want to miss something, and it sucks because then they miss out on the bonuses, which sucks. And so most of the time, if I see everybody's really engaged, which it seems like tons of people are engaged, I don't know how many people have enrolled in this, but I know that I see them typing that they have. I typically open up when I give away bonuses, I give away the bonus until we end the webinar, and then I just let everybody know when we're going to end because I like to make sure that they get that all of my students get it.
Until the webinar actually ends and closes. We'll hang on for a few more minutes to allow people to order, and then when it ends and closes, there you go. And then I can do it. That works for me. Because this is too hard to count because JB Zoo's totals update and stuff like that. Everybody's asking, hey, can you read my name? Can you read my name? And I feel bad if somebody didn't get in. Yeah, we could do that. So this is, unless, I'm a little bit nervous doing this, but because I want people to take it serious. But if I do a 3-pay option, if this means that a few more people can come on board right now, how many people do you want me to open the 3-pay option for?
I mean, how many people would like the? I don't even know how much the 3-pay option is.
So I could do right now. I could do 3 payments of $397 times 3. But I don't know if we're going to do that for everybody. Everybody else is paying $997 out there. This is a little bit more, so it's a little bit more overall, but it's a little bit easier tonight for people to get started. I know some people are saying they couldn't charge $1,000 or $997 on a credit card all at one time. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the problem. So I want to make sure that I mean, I always offer a payment plan if in fact, if it's not like a beta software where I sell out of it. How many of you would want to take, would get into Smart Member tonight with a 3-pay option? Type the number 1 for me. Type the number 1 if you want to get in, and you'll get the bonuses because I kind of told Chris that that's what we did. Sorry.
I usually do it a little different. Anthony's kind of got that like charm about him that it's kind of like, here I am giving away another $2,000 on top of already $5,000 of value, and then I'm giving away another $2,000 and stuff. But Anthony has that.
I don't like push and pressure. I kind of just like to say, hey, look, here it is. When we get off, there's no more bonuses. But I like to give people the time to think and decide and all of that stuff. But obviously, like I've told you guys in the past, you either got to do it or you don't, and it's okay either way. But if you're going to do it, there's no time like right now. There's no time better than now, right? So might as well take advantage of it. And I see so many of you in here saying that a lot of you saying take action, which is really cool. But then a lot of you say you appreciate that I don't really push. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of is what it is. Why don't we go and give them the link real quick, Chris? Because it's 10:40, and I won't lie to you all. Little Chloe, and I'll get Alexa to bring Chloe. Alexa, bring Chloe to me. So if you're new, and first of all, here's your link for the flexible payment plan. Go there now. I think he just put it in red. amviplink.com/ChrisFlex. So you can go there. 3 payments, $397. You're good, and it's obviously your payment stop after the 3rd payment of $397. So you get in, get a deal. I saw a ton of you typing the number 1. Type the number 1 if you're headed there to get this right now. Just type the number 1 if you're going to get the 3. So you can see there's a lot of people. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put not a counter on the clock, but up on the screen. But I'm going to put a 10-minute cap on our time here. And then Chris, will you also kind of below that? Will you put the Facebook link for me? It's amviplink.com/Facebook, I think. So this is where you need to go to leave a comment on the very first post that is on my fan page. Leave a comment. Tell me how you like the Success Connection. Tell me if you enjoyed it tonight. Tell me if you had a good time. Tell me if you'll be back next week. And just press like, press share. All we're trying to do is just show people that the Success Connection rocks. We're not really getting anybody new coming on from Facebook. But it's a cool way for me to kind of get some feedback from you. And then, like I said, go here now and get Smart Member and the entire package, right? So you've got amviplink.com/ChrisFlex. Okay, that's going to give you an awesome payment plan option there. Let's see. I'm also going to okay. So we got that in there, and looks like Chris just pulled up that first post right there. So you can see we already got 41 likes. Scroll down for me just a little bit. We got 41 likes. And I think we had earlier when I was looking at my phone, we had a lot of comments. So we have 62 comments. Look, so everybody loves the Success Connection. We just want to share it with everybody. That's the game. Is let me know how well we did. We had almost 900 people on here. I should have 900 comments. If I don't, then I'm sad. I don't know. It's a saddening thing. So look, tons of comments. People love it. Obviously, you can see. Everybody says tons of quality. Chris, it says you deserve a 10. You're doing great, so that's phenomenal. I got a 0. You got a 10. So thank you for making.
I also got added to the family, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, because Chris Morrison. So Chris is now related to me. So this is phenomenal. He took my last name.
And here's Anthony now. So I got that going.
You gotta love it. How many of you guarantee me you'll be back next week on the Success Connection? Type the number 2. If you guarantee me you will be back next week, type the number 2. Very, very good. Everybody should come back next week. We got some awesome, awesome training. Chris, go on and put back up those links. I see a lot of people. We've got about 6-7 minutes left. I don't want them to miss this. I'm gonna run in here and grab Chloe real quick. If you're brand new to the Success Connection, Chloe is a must-see. Okay. She makes an appearance pretty much every week. This week, Chloe got spayed. And so Chloe is not allowed to jump. Chloe is not allowed to run. Chloe is not allowed to be crazy. And the problem is Chloe always jumps, Chloe always runs, and Chloe is always crazy. So for those of you that have seen Chloe kind of grow up here on the Success Connection, she might be a little calmer. Or who knows, she might go nuts because we've kind of had to keep her contained here for the last few days. So I'm going to let her say hey to everybody because it's always a lot of fun. Go to this link right now. Get enrolled, Chris. If you saw it, here she is. Let me just bring her on here. Come here. Oh, she's sleeping. Well, she needs to see everybody. All right. There's Chloe. Chloe, say hey. Say hey to everybody. Say I don't feel so good. I had surgery, and I didn't like it, but my daddy laid with me. Say, Dad laid with me. Say, he laid with me, and my mom laid with me, and now we feel good. All right. Chloe's only 3 pounds, and she's literally taken over the house. There are toys everywhere. She's even got a bed in my office. It's pretty crazy, But I do like to I like to show you guys a little bit about my life, my family, the things that I'm doing, the things that are important to me, because I think that when you can kind of see that people are real, oftentimes it helps to inspire you. If they're talking to you, they're telling you to do something, they're telling you what you should be focusing on, what you should learn, the things that you should do every day to be successful. We sound like robots if we don't have cameras and you don't see our lives and you don't see that, hey, I make mistakes, I broke my phone, I deal with problems, my dog had surgery. All of these things, we deal with on a daily basis just like you do. And we're just regular people. We just love what we do. We love to teach people what we do. Chris is the same way. He showed you his kids, showed you his family. And, I don't have the kids yet. Chloe is the kid, and you're enough, huh? You're enough for Dad. I don't know if I'd be able to do Success Connections if I actually had kids too. So hold on one second. Let me give her back. Here. Oh, Chloe, don't jump.
She doesn't realize she had surgery. She just continues to keep playing. So I don't know. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, I see a lot of people. That are. Oh, some of you asked me about this picture. That picture right there. It says 1 activity a day, please. And that's Adrian and I walking through some place in Hawaii when he was getting married. And we had told his wife-to-be and my girlfriend at the time, now fiance, that we were just too busy. Like, we were too tired. We're computer guys. We didn't want to have to do more than 1 activity a day. and they got mad because they wanted to do all these activities. We wanted to lay around. So it was kind of a pain for us. So they joked it with us and made us a picture that said 1 activity a day. So always kind of fun. How many of you have already grabbed the 3Pay? Type the number 2 if you've already grabbed the 3Pay. I was talking about Chloe, so I didn't see. So Andy, JC Lynn is in, Mina, Teresa, Phyllis, Chris, Gerald. Gerald, you sent some support tickets. I believe you'd send us some support tickets on Mobile Opt-in. Hey, how are you? Looks like Karen. Don is already in. Don, it's very good to see you on here. Bruce, Michael, there's so many of you. It's hard for me to, it's hard. Oh, and it looks like Tina wants to know who is in the first 25. It doesn't matter because I told Chris that I don't really like to not give away the bonuses. So basically, you're all getting the bonus. It's just the way that what we do. I like to try to make sure you all get your bonuses. So really, really important. Let's see. Just going through here. All right, look. Here's the thing. It's coming up on 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. I got to get some rest. I haven't even eaten dinner yet. A lot of you know my dad's been sick. Today was a day I had to take him to the doctor, and so we spent from 12:30 this afternoon till about 5:30 at the doctor's office. So appreciate all the prayers and all the thoughts. I get a lot of emails from you guys, a lot of posts, a lot of comments in here asking about my dad, and I really do appreciate that. It's always humbling to have people all over the world that care enough and remember enough to say a prayer for somebody they don't even know. And my dad's really important to me. So been a little bit of a long day. Didn't eat lunch, haven't eaten dinner, and had to get prepared for this. And I've enjoyed it. Right? I mean, that's the thing is sometimes for me, this kind of helps me clear my mind. Right? Might have a really bad day, but when I get on here, I can have that positive energy because I see so many of you. You all tell me, how much you enjoy this. You also, you tell our speakers how much you enjoy it, which makes me feel good because I picked the right ones. And I see your success. I see people like Bree. I don't think Bree is. I don't know if Bree is on here or not. But if you look on our Facebook fan page, Bree posted she's using Mobile Opt-in and Shopify, and literally in her first day picked up 56 new subscribers and 5 new sales. Made like $200 in one day. And those kinds of things, they really do. You don't believe it, but but they really do. They help us because we all have problems. We all deal with problems. Like Chris said, he's got special needs children, and sometimes that's hard. Sometimes it's a bad day. Sometimes that's just a tough deal. And my dad's kind of in the same spot, and sometimes that's a tough gig. So it's always always really, really nice to have you guys leave us good comments and listen to what we have to say, and you kind of inspire us too. You know what I mean? So that's always thankful. So we're always thankful for that. Do any of you have any specific questions that you need to that you need answered that before we hop off of here about this offer? Okay. If you have any specific questions, and thank you so much. There's just hundreds of you leaving comments saying you're praying for my dad, and I do appreciate that. I'm just looking through here to see if there's any specific questions, Chris, so that we can
I see people asking about the coupon code for the event, for the Las Vegas event. I could just type it up here on the screen. I mean, that might make it easier. For those of you that wanted to come out and see myself and Anthony and a bunch of other millionaires at the end of the month, I'll put it up here. Let me take this off, underline. And if anybody has any questions that are specific, like you would join if there's just one question, write on the fence, like in all caps, and then ask your question so it stands out. Because I don't know if you guys realize, but there's hundreds and hundreds of you still on. So when Anthony says ask a question, there's like 100 questions that fly in. So put on the fence in all caps if there's one thing we can answer for you that you would buy and right now. That would help us out like tremendously.
Yeah, and I do want to mention that we're always we're always looking, and we might bring Chris back just to teach next week. How many of you would like to see Chris back here next week to teach? You already know he's got Smart Member, but how many of you would like to just learn more, just learn some more stuff from Chris? Just say yes. Very cool. My whole deal is I always like to get your feedback. That's why, honestly, that's why I give you the opportunity to post on my Facebook page. I literally go through this with, I was going through this the other day with Alexa's family when we were up in Seattle, and I go through I sit here and look. Like right now, we only have 139 comments, but there's 400 people still on this webinar. So how do I only have 139 comments on my Facebook page when there's 400 people still on here, and there were 900 already, or 900 to begin with? I don't know. Leave me the comments, and let's go through. It looks like Sandra. Sandra, you said on the fence. Please leave. Thank you, Tina, for a second comment. Sandra, what is your question? Give me your questions, and we will make sure that we get them answered real quick. If you guys need to leave, if you've already got Smart Member, you're good to go, you're ready to rock, that's okay. We're just going to take a few questions, and I'm going to close it down here in 5 minutes. I see one question, can this be purchased without the event? You're not being charged for the event. That up there has nothing really to do with this. This is free, so it's not going to cost you anything. You get it when you enroll, okay? Let's see. And
also, my event is like so much value. I mean, you guys can watch the video there. Customers leaving testimonials. What people are blown away of is it's just straight like 3 days of nuts and bolts training, and you get to network with multimillionaires the whole time. I mean, if you can make it to Las Vegas, January 28th through the 31st, I mean, it's the place to be. And I'm biased because it's not an event, but it is actually the place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. That's so funny. Some of you saying, okay, well look, here's the deal. We are going to wrap it up, and we are going to let's see. I see a lot of you saying this. Okay, we're going to wrap things up now. I know that some of you obviously want to hang out all night long before we before we do anything and before you make a purchase. It looks like yeah, a couple of you asked, is it like Levi just asked, is this lifetime access? Yes, it's lifetime access. You get either one of these options. You don't have to pay anything else for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up. Chris, thank you for being here. I want everybody, okay, every single one of you, to be here next week. Don't miss it. We're probably going to bring Chris back. I'm going to talk with him about his schedule. There will be a lot of training, so you'll have a lot of good. Everybody just say thanks to Chris for being here. Just say thank you to Chris for being here. It was pretty amazing training, I think, anyway. Lots of good content. I mean, he sat on here for 3 hours with you guys. 3 hours. You just really can't beat that. Very few people spend 3 hours teaching, and only about 15 minutes actually telling you what it is you can buy. So that's a big difference in the way we do things here on the Success Connection and the way most people do things. Content oriented. If there's an offer, that's great. If not, so what? So I encourage you to go grab these. Grab one of these options right now. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain from it. I don't push too hard, but I can tell you right now that this is what you need. I'm going to put these in the chat box one more time.
Chris Flex for the payment plan, and then we're going to do this one for the full pay. And then if you want to leave me a comment to make me feel good about what we do here on Success Connection, here it is again in the chat. So with that said, we are going to call it a night. Chris, look, man, I appreciate you coming on here. Appreciate you, you know, dropping all this knowledge on everybody. Everybody, I want you to understand something real fast. That you get the tickets, you don't have to put in the coupon code. Just scroll down on that for a minute, Chris, because I think it kind of confuses some people. Just scroll down where they don't see that yet. Just show them the other three. Okay. Now look, you get the tickets when you purchase the product. Okay. You don't have to worry if you didn't put in the code. It's okay. You're going to get it anyway, so you're all right.
Yeah,
these
I'll
are
go over that to make sure.
Yeah. So these are the 3 links that you need to focus on right here. I'm going to leave this on for 6 minutes. Okay, so 6 minutes, I'm going to leave it on. We're going to hop off, but I'll leave the screen on for you for 6 minutes because I know that some of you aren't going there until we actually say goodbye, right? So I'm going to leave it on for 6 minutes. You can see my phone says, what's it say? My phone keeps going off. Actually, at 5 minutes. There's some of you want to see my fiance. There she is. She requires me to have this picture on my phone at all times to remember her at all times. And I work a lot, so I'm always on my phone, and so I'm constantly seeing, you know, her, which is good. So we have 5 minutes left. Okay, so in 5 minutes, a digital wedding. I need to stream it live, right? I'm sure we could have our wedding on a Thursday and just stream it onto the Success Connection. She would trip out. She would kill me. Although I did suggest this to her at one point, and I said people would probably actually really come on and watch this, and then she told me I was crazy. So I immediately stopped that. My mom taught me that once you get married, everything is just yes ma'am, and until then, not really have to do any yes ma'am stuff. But she's lived with me for 6 years, and so I've already learned the yes ma'am game, so I'm just yes ma'am. I can't stream my wedding live to everybody, that's fine. A few of you asked if are there monthly fees. No, there's no monthly fees. It's pretty simple, cut and dry. It's a one-time only payment, lifetime access. Everything's included. No BS. No, you're going to pay more and all this nonsense. You're going to get everything you need right here. So go to these 2 links. Chris, I'm going to try to get with you and see if we can't have you on next week to teach some of these traffic methods. I don't know what your schedule looks like, but I'm going to see what we can make happen. And I appreciate you being here, man. It was a lot of fun. I know people got a lot of value out of this. I see that from all the comments that I see here. And then also the comments that I continue to watch on my Facebook page while we're live, because I'm addicted to seeing if people actually really enjoy this. But 160 comments so far, so that's not too bad. It looks like we had a pretty good hit. Normally we get right around 200, but there's still 325 people on here, so I beg you all to go leave us a comment on Facebook. It takes 2 seconds, right? It takes 2 seconds. And some of you asked if I have Chris's program. I actually have SmartMember, yes, I do. So I do have SmartMember, and I do believe that that is phenomenal. Some of you are asking about the prize. Yes, the prize. This is the new way we do this. I used to just randomly pick somebody off of here, and I don't know, I just did it for 46 weeks in a row. So now what I do is I just pick somebody right here on Facebook. So if you leave a comment, it kind of lets me know who you are, right? When you are on my Facebook page, I can see you. You're always seeing me. You forget this, but I don't get to see you. So it's one of those things that I enjoy. So if you leave me a comment on Facebook, that would be great, and I'll be able to, I just kind of pick one of our Facebook comments, and I send you a direct message, and then boom. You win. And then oftentimes people will post on Facebook when they won and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. Okay, so some of you saying you're not on Facebook. Why not? Get on there. You could always get on Facebook. But if you're not on Facebook, that's okay. All you've got to do is, I'll probably just pick 2 winners then. Hold on just a second. I'm going to pick somebody out of here, and then I'm going to pick somebody off Facebook. So hold on 1 second. This way it's fair. I'll just do this every week.
because I forgot some people don't have Facebook. Let's see. Going on up, going on up. I will select as I just scroll through the massive amounts of comments in here. All right, I got one. I got somebody here that just that gave us a 10 earlier. Not that you always have to give us a 10 to win. That probably sounded bad. Looks like John. Well, it says John S. Your last name's not in there. Please type your email address in. Your name is actually John S. on here, so I'll be able to see if it's you. Everybody say congratulations to John for me. Everybody, you know how we do this. Everybody says congratulations to John. So John, I'm going to give you $1,000. Then I'm also going to go ahead and give $1,000 away on Facebook. I typically select my winner at the end of the night. That way everybody has time to actually go on and make a comment, which takes 3 seconds. You can click the link in the chat, and it will happen. My MacBook just said it has 6% battery life, and it is going to sleep in a minute, which is probably what we all should do. So look, I want to thank you all for being here. Again, I'm going to leave this screen up now for 5 minutes with me shutting up. So you're going to have 5 minutes to take action right now, and then we're going to cut the webinar off. So you got 5 minutes. Go to these 2 links. Get enrolled. Get Chris's programs. You'll love it. It has my stamp of approval. I'm not going to approve something that you don't need and that won't benefit you. You can bet on that, right? From here on out, it's only what you need and only what you'll benefit from. 100% guarantee you that. So again, Chris, man, thank you so much for being here. You did a great job. Everybody loves it. And I hope I can get you back on here maybe next week or sometime again in the future for some awesome training.
All right, man. It was a pleasure.
Awesome. Look, leave your screen on for me since you're sharing it. Just, mute your mics and whatever. Just leave your screen on for me for like 5 minutes. I want to give everybody a chance to go ahead and get enrolled because I know some people will not do it until we leave. So leave it on for a couple of minutes for me, and then in about 5 minutes, just shut it down. Cool. Yeah. Some of you said you can't click on the link. Just go to the link. Just type it in your web browser. amviplink.com/Chris. That's going to get your full pay. amviplink.com/Chris Flex. That's going to get your flexible payment plan. I want to thank you all for being here. It was a phenomenal success connection. You rocked it out with me 3 full hours. Lots of training, lots of content, lots of inspiration, lots of empowerment. That's what I hope you get from this. If you get nothing else from these sessions every single week, just get this. You can do it. You can be successful. All you got to do is put in the time, put in the effort, and I promise you we're going to walk you down the path. I'm going to show you as much as I can, open up the vault to my life, open up the vault to what I do in business, open up the vault to who my business partners are. I'm just going to show you everything I possibly can, total transparency, and help you be massively successful. So hopefully you guys like that, appreciate that, and will continue to join us every single week right here for what I believe are the best training events on the planet. And I say that obviously with a little bit of bias, but I do believe that it is a lot of fun and very, very informative and educational. So enjoy, everybody, the rest of your night. Enjoy the weekend. Have a great weekend, a safe weekend. Make sure you make a reminder to be here right here, same place, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Thursday on the Success Connection. You got about 3 minutes left. So go ahead, take action. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.